Hello and welcome to the Maple Kiwi Podcast. Podcast. I can't say podcast. Pogcast. We have two very, very special guests today. I'm the Kiwi, Ramesses. That man over there is the Maple. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yo, what is up? Switchy here. YouTuber intro. I'm the Maple.
He's the Maple.
Who do we got joining us today, Ram?
Two very special guests. I'm going to start with the male. Would you like to introduce yourself? The man, the myth, the legend. Kyle, go ahead. Take it away. The stage is yours.
That's it. You introduced me.
No, you're a lot more than Kyle, all right? You are a man
no.
of many names. You're at least SpankMeG18, as I like to call you, SpankMeg.
Yeah, there isn't much to me. I don't do nothing.
And we are also joined by his rival, is what I like to call her. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Emily. I'm from Canada.
Eh?
Eh? That's
Yeah.
a very Canada of you.
This is the first
Thank
time
you.
we're gonna have two Canadians on the show at once, and probably the
Sorry.
last time.
It's
Sorry.
a very
Really?
maple dominant
Sorry.
podcast.
Actually,
Wow,
that's
are you
probably not
kidding
true.
me? Hold on, we're like 2 minutes in and we've already got a sorry. That's very Canadian.
Sorry. Sorry.
It's 2 minutes in. Oh, sorry about that.
Sorry. So, anyways, we can see Emily's having a sip right now. Let's.
Mm.
What's everyone drinking? You got that water. Looks so fucking good. Oh,
That
Yes,
water?
lemon water.
lemon water. So
Lemon water.
you had some
So
in the stream.
fancy.
I would say you had it in your stream like right before, and I was looking at it I'm like, God, I would die for that right now. It looks so good, actually.
It is so good.
I've been so dehydrated all
prepared.
day. So, I also just have water as well this week again, shockingly. So,
I'm gonna ask what
Canadians with their water.
Kyle has so I can feel really bad. Go on, Kyle. What do you got, man?
Is that Crown Royal?
Yeah.
Nice. You're just
Got some
you're just
Crown.
sipping on it the entire time.
All right, I'm-
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I'm probably not gonna drink too much of it.
that's fair.
I mean,
After yesterday,
I'm very
no.
glad Kyle isn't I'm very glad you didn't say water as well, because then I would have felt really bad. I have your classic Coke no sugar in a glass. Very nice. I say no sugar. No
Oh.
sugar is just too much effort, too many syllables.
Not sponsored.
know.
Fair.
Coke no sugar.
Not sponsored.
To answer what Xenon
Could be
is saying
sponsored.
in chat, Xenon thought I had a V. I do not have a V. I've already had one today, and one is plenty. I don't need more. It's not good for you.
That's fair. I haven't.
I literally have like one a day. It's not good.
I haven't had my intake of G Fuel today, but it's a bit late for that now, I think, for me. But
Nah.
So gee, it's never too late. Come on, man.
Exactly.
I just woke up at like. Emily, when did you go live? Like 10 minutes before you went live, probably.
Like 9 probably.
Yeah, that's not a good time to wake up at.
Did you actually?
What? Not 9 a.m. That's all right.
No,
No.
9 p.m.
Oh, okay. No, that's terrible.
like
That is
3
an
hours
awful
ago.
time.
Yeah, I'd say
That-
3 hours ago I probably woke up because I stayed up and I was in call with a few people until like 11, 8, probably noon actually.
You stayed up till noon?
Yeah, I was drinking and yeah, we stayed up till noon. I think I left the call
Wow.
around noon. I was with who was I with at the end? It was ZB, probably Bangers, and I don't know who else was all in there, but yeah, we were chilling. So
Waking up at 9 p.m. That is not a good sign.
I don't
You do
wanna talk
you,
about
man.
it. I mean,
You do you.
think about it. This is my sleep schedule, Ram. I'm waking up at 9 p.m. right? A day ago. Let's just get into it right now. Rate of the week. I want to start it off here. 2 days ago, yesterday. When the heck was it? I started stream at 5:45 a.m. which I just woke up at that time. Which now I'm waking up at 9 p.m. It is completely
I
flipped.
remember.
So I woke up at 5:45 a.m. and we got a ram raid within the first 5 minutes.
I remember
So
this.
I woke up, I hopped into your stream, and I was like, you know, he's probably ending sometime soon. Like, but I was like, oh, he hasn't done deal or no deal or anything like that. So I'm like, you know, it's not like I was trying to start stream just to get a ram raid right at the start. So I'm like, oh, he's got to do deal or no deal and stuff. I'm going to wake up and stuff. And it was like 2 minutes into my stream. You're like, present? So I'm like, no. I'm like, I'm not ready yet. But the reason why I'm picking it for my raid of the week is I finally got my first ever hype train off of your raid. So I've never had a hype train, and we completed level 5 hype train, and it was honestly amazing. I wish I had more energy, but because it was 5 in the morning, I was like dead. But at the same time, I brought my mood up completely. It was such a great stream.
Shout out,
Yeah, I was gonna say courtesy of Kyle there, right?
What was that?
The hype train, level 5.
Kyle helped it out. Mint and Kyle.
And then
Yeah.
Kyle, that combo.
The combo.
It's a deadly
Mint being
combo.
back is amazing. I love seeing him
I
around.
know.
It's so great seeing
I
him.
missed him.
He's kind of a dick, though.
Wait, is Min here? You okay?
That's right. He was in Emily's stream right before, just calling Emily the fake Emily. So
The fake Emily?
yeah, because
Oh, it was the real one.
Shebra, I assume.
Is that because
Yeah.
she's the first one?
I guess so.
Apparently.
Yeah, and then
Wow.
Kyle said stop calling her the fake Emily, so now he's calling him Emily number 2. So
Yeah.
Which is
Well,
better.
sometimes, you know, number 2 can be better, like the 2.0. you know?
second the
Could be-
best, first the no. I don't want to call Shebra the worst. I take this
Jeez.
back. I take
They're
this back.
both equal in their own way.
Correct. Anyways, raid of the week from you guys. Let's Emily, you had an idea. What it doesn't have to be from this week since we haven't talked to you that much and you haven't been streaming as much as of recent. Like, what is just your favorite raid or your most memorable one that you have had?
Okay. So when I first started streaming, I don't actually know the date, but it was the BAM raid.
15th
I
of
think-
April.
Yeah, that's like I didn't know
know.
BAM then. But like when he raided, it brought more of the community my way. So I got to meet like everyone. Not everyone, but I met a lot of people. And
Met Kyle that night.
I met Kyle. Yep. I'm very thankful for it though. It's changed a
Yeah.
lot.
I was gonna say BAM is doing very, very well as well. So
Yeah.
it must be awesome getting a raid from BAM because he's been popping off lately.
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah. You know, Kyle, who raided you? Who did you raid?
I hosted Switchy today.
Oh, nice one,
nice.
man. Let's go.
Nice.
That's the best one I've done all week for sure.
Was there any raids
Wow.
that you saw this week or in recent time here that you really enjoyed or thought it was a big raid? Or I mean, you saw the Dino one yesterday, kind of, which was kind of. I mean, I didn't see the raid itself, but oh my god, that was.
I didn't either.
I wish I saw it, but he was. You could tell Dino was definitely hyped off of his mind and didn't know what to do. He was freaking out a bit, but he looked to be having fun there. But Kyle, did you have any other?
I mean, I'm part of so many. Like I can't. They all blend together. I don't think so. They're all good in their own way.
That's fair. What about you, Ram? Do you have any memorable ones from
So,
this past week?
I have 2 that I want to mention.
Yeah, let's hear
The
it.
first one is a guy called MJ Firth. You might know him, Switchy, as the guy who had the
Eevee emote.
Eevee emotes
Yeah.
with the sunglasses.
Those are sick. I want it.
He had come into my stream saying, "Yo, dude, I just hit affiliate." He was on 100 followers too when he hit affiliate, which is pretty good already.
Kyle.
He just came in saying like, "Hey, I just hit affiliate. Really love your stream," and he was about to go live. So I just thought, you know what, let's give this guy a raid. And yeah, I chucked him a raid. He's a super cool guy. I think he's Irish from the accent, but really, really cool guy. And it was just awesome to just add another person to the community. And I've seen him coming back into my streams, and I've hopped in his streams too. It's awesome to have that. And the second person, which is technically last week, but we had to cancel last week, so you know, I'll bring it out. Was when Sheldon raided Paul Weeze. I've never met Paul until Sheldon raided him,
Great.
and he was drawing, and he drew, you know, Kyle Stellaby, which was sick, by the way. To the point where I think Switchy made it into an emote, right?
Yep, it's in my chat there. Kyle's spamming it. It's
Yep.
it's
So
the emote is now just my prefix, and it's called Kyle. This goes with one Kyle. So
yeah, no, it's awesome. He also drew like Sheldon as like a chibi guy. It was super cute. He drew me as a chibi character as well, laughing. I don't know. It was just really awesome to see his drawings live, and he's a really cool dude. And the fact that he does all that for free
Welcome.
blew my mind. The fact that he's just like, oh yeah, I'll take suggestions, whatever you guys want, and he doesn't charge for it at all. He's super cool.
yeah, I think he wants to start like doing what's it called? Like wants to start charging for them and stuff. But I think there's just
Commissions, yeah.
commissions. Yes, he wants to start doing that, but I think as of right now, because that whole chibi style, it sounded like he was very new with it. So he was just being like, "Oh, I'm just testing it. We'll just draw whatever." But they were really good. I really like the chibi style. It
Yeah.
like Sheldon turned his into an emote as well. So
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Sheldon's cube one. I think it's his bit one because I gave 1,000 bits to get it as well. Hold on, can I put it in
Nice.
chat? Anyways,
Too many emotes, Fuji. Okay.
I do.
Just start using them.
There it is. There, I love it. He looks so like smug.
Yeah, smug is the perfect word to use there.
Yeah.
Like we
So-
do that.
I'm gonna start off with a couple of questions that I wanted to ask our guests. 'Cause,
Yes.
we've only got them for as long as we have them today. So the first question I wanted to ask is for Emily. Emily, you had no internet for a while. Can you explain to us what sort of happened and how did they get away with that and just what it's like having no internet for that long? How did you survive?
I
Just
know,
share
I
with us a
wouldn't-
bit of that experience. I
I
kind
wouldn't
of
be
want
able to
hear
survive.
it.
Okay, so they're redoing the siding on our house. So they had to move our box for like the internet and whatnot. And fiber optic is very fragile. So it literally broke from him moving it to do the siding. So I mean,
And-
technically we couldn't do anything about it because he didn't purposely do it. He just
Was
moved
there any
it.
compensation, anything like a sorry?
I don't know.
Sorry.
But wow, did I hate not having Wi-Fi?
I can imagine.
I also couldn't even use my strip lights because they're through Wi-Fi. So I was sitting in bed just in the dark.
Can't even vibe.
No,
Wow.
it was so
Wow.
bad. I used a lot of data on Twitch because
Yeah,
I
I
still wanted
saw
to be
you,
in
like-
people's streams.
The fact that you were still tuning into streams, I was like, wait, what's she doing? This is gonna destroy her data. Like,
Yeah,
no,
you sent
Oh,
you sent
man.
the statistic thing to me of how much data you used over the last few days, and it was like 35 gigs. Was that right?
Jesus.
Was that right? No,
It's
sorry,
at
no.
50 now.
50 now.
50.
50 gigabytes
Yes.
on Twitch alone. That was just Twitch.
Yo, that's
Yeah.
dedication. Mad support from Emily. Just watching
Yeah.
all the streams.
I have to.
Could you not watch our streams in like potato 144p to get away
No.
with it?
I needed the high quality.
You need that high quality.
I mean, like
Yes.
Bangers has just said in chat too, his internet is just mobile data as well. Like, how do you guys do it? It sounds awful.
Yeah. Yeah, I need my fiber optic. I get mad if I get like, oh, my ping is 10 higher today than usual. I'm salty. I get upset.
I can be the same way sometimes, but internet out
My
being that long,
internet is horrible.
I remember a time I want to say a few years back we had a really bad windstorm, and it ended up knocking out our power, and it knocked out like some people's power for like 3 days, and some for like 5. My power went out for I think it was like 2.5 weeks, and it was around winter time, so I had no heat or anything, and it was brutal. Like, it was so cold. I just remember the only reason why I remember it is because it pops up as a memory on my Snapchat story. I recently had a dog around that time who passed away, sadly. But I sent the
Are you
picture.
laughing?
It's a
Yeah, why are you
Yeah.
laughing?
Yeah, it's how he hides his emotion, guys. It's fine.
sure. No, the photo is me just looking really sad, hiding under like 5 blankets, and it says my dog has a better chance at coming back than my power.
Oh,
My
Good
God,
lord.
my
man.
It's such a
God.
terrible
It's a
photo.
dark story.
It is dark, but dude, it was like 2.5 weeks with no power, and it sucked. But no, the reason why I sent it though, because I saved the photo, and it's because I sent it to all my friends, because all my friends I don't know, call them call them cruel and toxic as is, but they just make fun of that dog being dead all the time still to this day. I mean, and the thing is like whenever we're making teams or
not
anything,
nice.
like when it comes to like say if we're doing fantasy league or something like that, the dog's name is Traitor, and I always just name my team Traitor's Revenge or stuff like that. And I don't know, but I mean the dog, it was mainly my mom's dog, and honestly he wasn't my favorite, so I think that's why I'm
He's
able to
the
get
best.
over it easily. But no,
Yes.
it's I mean, he's a cute dog. Eat kiwi with syrup on it. I was gonna do that and I completely forgot, Tristan. We gotta
Oh,
organize that. We
yeah,
both gotta do that next week, Ram.
yeah. There was a suggestion to eat a kiwi fruit with maple syrup on it. I don't know if I want to do that.
That's me
I'm.
too.
We
I'll
gotta
admit,
do it. We have to try it.
I'm a very picky eater,
We
man.
have to
I
try it,
am
Ram.
very picky.
So is Kyle.
Yeah.
I like nothing.
So Ram and
yeah, I
Kyle,
know.
have you guys had any problems with power or Wi-Fi being down for long lengths of time, or is this just a
No.
Canadian thing again?
Never that long. I mean, I've
I-
lost power before, but
Yeah, I mean, I've got a story where when I moved into this house, very dodgy story, by the way. I don't know much about the previous owners who were in this house, but when we ended up buying the house, we're like, cool, we're stoked, we're ready to get in. We set everything up, and then we're about to set up the modem, and the internet wire is cut. They cut off their own internet, and I'm just like, why? Why did they do that? And we had to call up a company to reinstall the internet wire, and that took like a solid week of no internet. And we had like our mobile company was nice enough to give us all like data, like at least 100 gigs or something, just to keep us going. But it was just very dodgy to know that these guys just cut themselves out from the world like that. Like who does that? No one does that. Um, they weren't
that
exactly a
sounds
very old
crazy.
couple either. I don't know. They were just sus. So whatever. I live in the house of a murderer. You know, it's fine.
Sus.
I I don't know what happened in this house. Who knows?
So ZB brings a good question in the chat here. He said, "How did everyone meet?"
That's great.
Ram
Yeah.
actually wrote this question down in our topics section, so
I have that written
I feel
down.
like we're gonna go there next. So this is pretty good. But Emily, since
I
you
mean,
are
yeah.
the newest, do you want to start off with? We're just going to you first every time. You're like F them out.
I mean, I was
Yeah,
gonna
I
say
love that.
I know a little bit about how Emily met Switchy, but not too much. So I myself am curious about how you met everyone.
So
So yeah.
So for me, I guess it's more I kind of came across her or met her was, I mean, I was scrolling on TikTok as I do
Hold on.
all the time.
Let me just vomit real quick. You.
Okay, thanks,
Yeah,
bro.
Bro.
no, that's
All
awful.
right.
Come on, guys.
Scroll on
Continue.
TikTok as I always do, and randomly live streams pop up on like people who are live on TikTok or whatever. It popped up. I always just scroll right past them like immediately, pretty much, because I don't really care that much. But the one thing that like as I was scrolling, the one thing that she said that she's from the like same province as I am, or like she lives nearby, and I was like, oh shit. I'm like, because I wasn't sure exactly where, so I was like, do I know this person maybe? So I clicked and I ended up just chatting for a bit, and then yeah, I heard that she was getting a new PC sometime soon and wanting to stream, so I helped her set up OBS and stuff like that, and get into the whole streaming thing on Twitch. So
Do you think that was like the TikTok algorithm that like it knows your location sort of thing, or was that just complete chance? Do you think?
a little
That's
bit of both.
crazy.
I think it's a little bit of both.
Like the odds of that is insane.
Yeah, I don't know. It was definitely very strange because I mean, like I said, I never look at the live streams like ever, but it popped up and I'm like, oh shit, that's kind of cool. So I ended up just chatting in her stream and she was pretty chill. So and the next day I think it was I messaged her on TikTok.
Yeah, I could do with a Tic Tac. I love me a good old orange Tic Tac. That's the best flavor. Emily, people are asking if you would like to share it. You don't have to. But I believe the other Emily is asking you, what is your TikTok? You're welcome to self promo here.
It is actually just my Twitch name. I don't know if it's capital A or not, but it should be just my Twitch name.
I noticed you use that across like everything.
I use it on my PlayStation. That's where it came from.
Sorry, I just needed a quick sip of my Coke. No sugar. Lots of talking today. Um, what about like Kyle? I genuinely have a question. Where the hell did you find me and everyone else? Where'd you come from? Because you've
Uh,
stuck around a while, man. It was a very long time ago.
well, my homie TJ Milk started streaming back in August, and he started raiding a bunch of people, and I started sticking around the people that I vibed with better. He ended up raiding Brian the Great. I think you met him on Rocket League. And I was in Brian's for a really long time. And then Brian introduced me to you. Brian also introduced me to Switchy.
So
So
Arnie actually introduced me to Brian the Great, and that since I was in that community quite a bit, because Brian the Great and It's Rich were like the two first people I met. So I ended up I ended
Right.
up meeting Kyle just in the chat there. I don't think we got closer till like 2 months like after that,
yeah, I
probably.
followed you, and then like 2 months later was when I finally actually said something in your stream. Because
Yeah.
I've been following you since September.
Yeah,
It's been a long time.
it has.
IRL stream. That was the first stream I ever watched of
It's
yours.
the IRL stream. That was in October because that was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah. So you
like,
followed in September. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Wait, that was like Halloween actually. So I think it was like November 1st was the road trip
like
stream. That road trip stream is something else.
One I saw.
That's funny because
I,
that was just a last second thing that I thought was gonna be really bad, but it ended up being pretty funny. So I'd love to do that again. Maybe for the Western road trip, we do IRL stream all the way down. Sounds awful.
God.
No.
you know what you should do if
I'm
you
in.
can, if you can get like the address of where people are. I know it sounds kind of dodgy, but if you do like a live stream road trip of you visiting the other streamers, that'd be sick. Just like
I think it
walk
would
up
be
to their
awesome.
house, be like, oh hey,
At
how
the same
you
time,
doing?
at the same time, I want to like talk with people and don't want to just shove
Yeah,
a
of
camera
course,
in their
yeah.
face and be live
Yo,
streaming.
what's up?
It's like a
I'll
vlogger.
post my
Yo,
address in chat.
don't post your address in chat.
I'll post my address in chat.
Okay.
No.
123 Street Road. Oh, there's a topic I did want to actually ask about because we missed it last time. We just went so far over time. And I feel like with Kyle here, this is a must-ask question. Something you spent a stupid amount of money on. Kyle, I know your answer is Twitch, but I just want to know if there's anything else that, you may have spent a stupid amount of money on. So my one, I will definitely put out there is Rocket League. I'm not even gonna lie. I looked up how much money I spent on Rocket League. It's in the thousands. It's bad.
So
I spent so much money like on white octanes.
I think I have you beat.
It's disgusting. I've spent thousands of dollars on freaking pixels on the screen because I like the skins, Like, come on, man. It's pretty bad. That's me anyway. It's got to be Rocket League. I just spent so much.
I didn't even think about it. I know that we wanted to talk about this last time. The one thing I wanted to bring up, because around the time of you wanting to say that topic, was this damn blanket behind me. Because this blanket was like $350. Expensive. Like, honestly, I am coming around to it. I want to say I think it maybe was worth my money. Like,
Really?
honestly, yeah, I am
What
shocked.
kind of blanket is that?
It's called a hush blanket. It's like it's like a weighted blanket, and I don't know. I have noticed that like when it's so hard to get out of bed in the morning because like I just want to continue sleeping in it. But like honestly, it has been very good.
350, dude. That thing better be diamond plated or something. Like, what is what is the justification of 350?
I mean, it's been proven to like reduce anxiety and stuff. Like, I mean, weighted blankets are like very well known for like people who say autism, like people who have autism to like calm them down and stuff like that. Weighted blankets are like known to calm people down big time. Depression blanket.
So are they just like heavy, like really heavy blankets?
They are like, if I were to, you can see how much I struggle to even just this up. It is 25 pounds.
Really? Jesus.
Yeah, I ordered the 25-pound. Oh my god. Like you
The
can
two
see.
circles is 25
Dude,
pounds.
okay, like I know I'm light. I understand that I'm like What is 25 pounds in kilograms? Can someone just do that math for me? Because as a New Zealander, I have no idea what that is. Because I'm wondering if that thing would genuinely hurt me because I am light. I am
11
very light.
kilograms, 11.33.
Okay. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a heavy blanket, man. That's like heavier than my PC. My PC is 8 kilograms.
Yeah, it is a very heavy blanket, but the other one, like you just said, because you've brought it up now, Rocket League is your biggest one. I don't even want to think about it. League of Legends, they have a thing where you can search up how much you've spent. On my main account, I have 2 accounts. I've probably spent like 200 on my second account as well, but on my first account, I haven't
Did
looked
you
in a
hit thousands
while.
like I did?
I haven't looked at it in a while. It's probably around 4K.
Oh, I
was gonna
feel that,
say,
man.
I had to think about it, but FIFA, I spent.
God, no, don't tell me
I
you were an Ultimate
spent-
Team guy.
I was an Ultimate Team guy.
I've actually probably spent 1,000 as well on NHL 14 on Hockey
I've
Ultimate Team.
spent little over 20K on FIFA.
Kyle, that's a car, bro. That's a car. What are you
Could be my
doing?
mansion.
Oh my god.
You get no mansion with 20K.
I
could
know
get a
that
nice
people
car
go
at least.
hard. People go hard on FIFA Ultimate Team, but like,
I mean,
man,
yeah, and the thing sucks is because
I had to
you
stop
work
playing.
you work so hard on your FIFA team, and it's like, oh, new game next year. All your shit's
I
going.
know.
Dude, that was the
I
one thing.
had to stop playing. I
That's why,
couldn't.
because when it came to NHL, I think it was 14.
So bad.
I did the Hockey Ultimate Team, and I know I had a really good team. I probably spent like 600, I'd say, that year, and my team was really good. And I actually made it to like Div 1, and I was playing
Oh, wow.
top 80. I think I was in top 80 on the leaderboards, but then I have got nowhere close there again because I just hate the whole peer-to-peer connection stuff that like those sports games do, or it's not good. But
I'm not gonna lie, I might have been lowballing too.
oh,
It's so
God.
bad.
what about you, Emily? Have you what have you other
Yeah.
than buying COD Cold War twice? How
Wait, why did you buy it twice? Hold on.
PlayStation and
Because-
PC, PlayStation and
Yeah.
PC since you got the PC. Yeah.
AirPods. That's it. I don't
But
really
they're
spend
not-
money.
It's not really a waste. Like I've got AirPods.
They don't work
and
anymore.
They're genuinely, they're worth it. Oh my god, is that a Bulbasaur case?
Of course it
You
is.
lucky little bugger.
I had them for a month and then they broke.
A month.
Yeah.
Yikes. Yeah, okay, I'd be
Same
pretty
with
upset.
both of my friends. So
Honestly,
I was like, okay.
Buying AirPods, I was like, I don't want to spend this money on it, but it might be worth it. And honestly, I've had no regrets with AirPods. They're actually like, I'm surprised with
worth
how
it.
good they were and like
So
how
worth it.
worth they were. And then Emily, like, because somebody,
Tristan saying AirPods are a waste. Tristan, mate, they're so
Tristan.
good. They are one of the best purchases I've ever made, hands down.
I
They're
kind
so
of
good.
I
agree.
believe you.
I kind of agree. I was just, I remember me and Emily were talking. I don't remember who we were talking to, but somebody said something about AirPods being worth it. And I'm like, honestly, I want to say, and then Emily cut me off and she's like, not worth it at all. And I'm like, I was going to say completely worth it. So we were like completely 50-50 on it.
Look,
but
worth it if you don't break them, okay? Let's just say that. For like the week or whatever that you had them, I'm sure you enjoyed them, Emily, right?
I liked them for 2 days and I was like, wow, I did not need these.
Really? Wow, okay.
Yeah.
I use them like every night in bed. I can't stand the thought of just wires tangling in bed.
before COVID and stuff, I used them a lot for when I played indoor soccer or football, whatever. Sorry, I just but I would like set my phone and AirPods up on like the stage, like because since it was an inside gym and there was a stage, I'd set it up on that, and then I'd just wear my AirPods while I played soccer. And surprisingly, they wouldn't fall out or anything. And honestly, I just blast tunes while playing soccer was amazing, and that's one thing I definitely do miss.
Play those FIFA tunes, really channel it, you know? All those FIFA soundtracks.
Of course.
So wait, unclip that and put it in RAM out of context from Mrs. Normus. What did I say exactly? I've been so careful to be so civil today. What have I said? I don't think I've done anything. What have I said now?
I don't know what you said.
Oh no. Well, I'm about to find out soon.
ZB said in chat, he said, interesting question. Would you leave your hometown forever or stay in your hometown forever?
Mm. I mean, I'll kick things off. I quite like New Zealand for many reasons. One, no COVID, pretty much. Couple of cases here and there, but we're pretty safe. Two, it's just so pretty. It's so pretty. New Zealand is such a sight to behold. Lord of the Rings is all I need to say, and you guys know what I'm talking about. And three, it's just really safe. Like we don't really get much drama, any crazy politics or like terrorism or acts of violence. It's so peaceful and just chill. It's the perfect country to just chill and settle. So for me, I wouldn't leave New Zealand. I love it. It's peaceful and we have good internet. So I love New Zealand. It's great.
For me,
I wouldn't.
you've just explained like where I live pretty much as well, but yeah, I want to get out of here.
Really? Where would
Yeah.
you go?
I actually have no clue right now. Just where I am, I think Emily can agree with this too. I live in a very small town, and it sucks because everybody knows everyone. And like, just going off of the hometown type thing, I definitely want to get out of here because I don't know. I need to move somewhere bigger. I think for my liking, but
Come to New Zealand. We're so tiny.
I mean, it's so pretty here, and it like the nature and stuff. It's amazing, but it's just the people and stuff. I don't know. I want to get
It's
out.
pretty here too. I wouldn't allow myself to be forced to be stuck in a same place forever. Like if I say leave, I'd have the option to go anywhere else but here. If I choose stay, I can't go anywhere else but here. So I'd probably leave, even though I do like it.
But
I
you'd stay.
What about you?
Kyle,
forced.
so
There's
I'm
nothing
saying,
here. What?
I need to ask. So Kyle, are you saying you'd stay, but if you ever wanted to leave, you would? Like you're not stuck there, sort of thing. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, I'm saying if I had to be stuck here, I would leave. But if I had a choice, I would stay here. Like I do
Yeah.
enjoy where I live.
Right. America #1. I get it. All right, cool.
I meant where I'm at.
Hometown,
Like,
Ram. Hometown, not place. Emily,
America
what about you?
is home. Yeah, go on, Emily.
I live in the middle of nowhere, so I really want to get out of here. It's so beautiful here, but the people are just. We're supposed to be Canadians. Come on, they suck.
Are you guys
They're
not
so
friendly
bad.
there?
No,
Really?
no, they're bad.
You're not even gonna like try and beat
You
around the
are
bush.
you are
No.
you are in a bad part.
I'm set on moving as soon as possible, and the rent is just too high for no
It is
jobs.
so expensive here.
That's weird. Like I can't imagine. Sorry, it's hard to imagine you coming from like a bad area when you're like one of the nicest people on Twitch like I've ever seen. So I don't know. It's like what do you mean they're bad if you're there? So I don't
They
know. What are they like?
they
Is
just
it
they
just because
will
everyone sort of knows everyone? Is that same vibe?
probably everyone just
Yeah.
kind of talks shit about each other constantly.
Oh, yeah.
So I just stay away from it. I have no friends here
I,
other than one. That's about it.
I like Xenon's idea of let's make
Yeah, I
our
just
own
saw that.
country. True. Let's
Yeah.
just make a Twitch
True.
land where instead of having a streamer house, we just own a town and everyone that is in
Okay
the
for
town.
it.
Dude, that town would be so dead. Nobody would be going outside. Holy shit!
It'd just be all of us sitting on our PCs
Yeah,
streaming. Like,
bad idea.
I mean, that's the thing. Every time I imagine like a streamer house, I genuinely just think of people in their rooms and just not. They'll just like go to the kitchen to say hi, and then they're back to their little caves where they're all streaming, doing their own thing. That's what it really feels like. But yeah.
How do we get food and money though? Kyle. That's what he's here
I'll
for.
provide the money.
And no,
We can
Kyle, you
grow
provide the
stuff.
food. Kyle provides the food. He's a snack. So we're
True.
fine.
God, no.
Emily's like,
No.
no. Oh, great segue, Emily. I gotta ask this. I've been wanting to ask this all day, and this has been the thing that I've been thinking about all night. And here's what it's coming to. How the hell did the Kyle and Emily rivalry start? What happened between you two? Go on. Who broke whose heart? What's going on? What's happening?
Kyle just I just realized how toxic he was and gotta put him in his
Why?
place.
What did he do?
He's always talking shit about people. Constantly. Whenever I go in people's chats, I'm like, yo.
If I can put some
Whoa.
input on the situation, because I think I know how it kind of started.
Go on, Switchy. What happened? Explain to me, man.
I really enjoyed the start. Was what I don't know. Was it like the 2 days after you first met Emily, Kyle? I don't remember what it was, but you were, knowing Kyle, he wants mod everywhere. He wants to make sure he's mod.
I didn't want mod. I wanted VIP.
Okay, whatever it was. So Kyle
But
ended
that's
up
true.
donating a good amount of money and was like, VIP me, and Emily's like, no. And it was I don't remember how much it was. It was a lot though. And then he ended up saying like, what was the question? I love the
Who's your biggest supporter?
yeah. You said who's your biggest
Oh, I
supporter?
remember this.
And then I donated a singular bit, and I said, or no, it was 3 bits. I gave 3 bits, and I said, "Oh, I'm your biggest supporter, right?" And Emily's yeah, fuck Kyle. Switchy's my biggest
Right
supporter.
after I dropped like 150.
Yeah, it was
Like,
it was like
no
$150.
I wouldn't
She
be here
goes-
without Switchy though, so.
Yeah, well.
True.
And I knew you for 2 days.
Love can't be bought, Kyle, alright?
Okay, I'm just
Exactly.
saying, before she came around, was anyone calling me toxic? I'm just saying.
Fair point.
I
I
wasn't
feel
known as a toxic
I
one
go
whatsoever.
in like Pages or Tugs. There you go, Tug. There's
Okay,
there's
Tug's
one.
different.
Tug
I
hit.
feel
So
like in a
bam.
way,
Tug is
Emily
different.
almost made you toxic.
Yeah,
Because
no, that's
in a
exactly what
you're
happened.
wrong either. You can be toxic. I've seen you.
I agree. Now I am toxic.
She's transformed you.
Good question from
It's
Soup
not
here.
my
What
fault.
does VIP do? Nothing.
It's just a badge.
Literally,
It's a badge of
that's
honor.
why I was mad you wouldn't give it to me.
Why would I give it to you?
Because I deserved it.
No.
We're not getting back into this.
No. Just the simple
I love it.
answer.
There's no thought about it or anything. It's just no.
I stopped asking, and all of a sudden she modded me. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
True.
So
Worst decision I've ever
Did
made.
he just? I think he
Came
just
around.
modded him so he could, shut up and stop
Yeah,
asking for
that
it.
is
Yeah.
exactly
no,
what.
I hadn't asked for a while. I had given up, and then she just gave it to me.
Ever since then, I'm assuming you've, as always, abused your mod powers, Kyle.
No, not.
Well,
okay.
the classic 10-second ban that you give everyone. I love it. It's
No.
great.
Yeah,
Go
right?
check my timeout and ban in her chat. I've been timed out and banned like 50 times.
Even today,
I would
Emily
really be-
unmodded Kyle, and then Sheldon banned his ass instantly.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Out of all people, Sheldon just instantly banned his ass and was like, "Get out of here."
Oh wait, was this because of the Rocket League the other day?
Was it,
Or
man?
because I remember? Oh no, it was with the golf with your friends
Yeah,
the other
golf with
day.
your friend, he was mad
That
at me.
stream, by the way, I've never seen so many friends be so toxic to each other.
You missed
in
Pummel
one day.
Party. Ram, you
It was-
you missed Pummel Party. It was even worse before.
Oh,
You
Pummel
guys
Party
were just on something
brutal.
else. It was
That
just so
is
much
the
ra-
alcohol. Yes, Zebra. Kyle is mod everywhere, and he is the Twitch god. You are correct.
He's also #1 gifted everywhere. Like it's hard to find a stream where Kyle's like second or third.
It throws me off.
Yeah. He's
When
he's
I don't
everywhere.
have my first badge.
Going crazy. Kyle's name is everywhere. Help.
Mm.
I know it's depressing.
Okay.
Speaking of all these, Twitch mods and stuff, I'm sure we all want to be, mods and VIPs for Kyle. So Kyle, stream when? I'm putting you on the spot here.
Stream is coming soon.
Soon.
Since I've hit it, I've said a week or two, and that's still my answer because I have no clue and I'm terrified.
Dude, honestly, I don't care if it's a stream of literally just like your room and you're not even in it. As long as it's a stream. Like, just stream something and we'll be there.
I'm so scared. I don't want to do it. I can't talk.
I mean, I'll tell you a tip. This is a genuine, actual tip for anyone starting out streaming. When I started streaming, I was shy as heck. I'm a genuinely very shy person. But I literally just go on Discord, played with some friends, and that just makes me comfortable. If I'm streaming alone, yeah, I was uncomfortable as heck. Eventually I got used to streaming alone, and sometimes I prefer streaming alone over Discord because I feel like it might get too chaotic. But stream with friends. Just go on Discord, play a game, and click go live, and don't worry about the stream. Just click go live, have some fun with friends. It's super fun.
I was gonna say,
Actually,
speaking
that's a
of
good.
being shy, hold on. Shy
Oh
Gaming
yeah,
donated
Shy Gaming.
donated $23.18 US and said, "Can I be your biggest supporter?" So
Oh,
sorry,
God.
for the podcast I just don't have notifications on that. I was gonna say I saw Isaac also resubbed, so I want to get both those out of the way. Also, the one viewer host from you three in here, but no, I'm sorry it didn't pop up or anything, Shy, but I really appreciate that.
The
Sorry,
answer
Ram,
is
okay,
no, Shy. It is still me.
It's okay.
Kyle is quite up there. This
I don't know,
This is the
man.
talk for another time.
I don't know, man. $23 is a lot of support. You know, you may as well be your biggest supporter. Just give
His
it
hair
Shy.
is literally pink because of me.
Pink and blue, which by the way, I gotta admit is sick. Like, I love this more than just a plain pink.
I agree.
I love the way it like shines. It looks sick.
I agree. It looks almost like it's turning into like a gray though now. Like this looks gray almost
Like
because
metallic. That's cool.
it's starting to
Like
fade. Which I don't know. Next time I go to get a haircut again, I'm just once again gonna tell Megan's mom, do whatever the fuck you want because she did a good job. So she's like,
pick a color, you know.
well, because I'm like just have fun with it, do whatever. She's like, my kids won't even let me do that now. So so I'm like, go ahead. I have no clue what I want with it, so do whatever.
Yeah, no, I absolutely love the hair and what
Did
you've
you
done
have
with it.
another topic that you were gonna say, Ram, before I cut you off?
There was one more thing I was gonna ask, because I just asked Kyle about starting stream. One thing I wanted to ask is, Emily, when you started streaming, I remember watching your first couple of streams, and I could tell you were still a bit new. You know, talking to chat wasn't exactly easy, but like now, you're just so, I don't know, you transition, you just know how to handle it. Like your streams are so entertaining now, and
Hard
you've
disagree.
adapted so quick. So I wanted to ask, how was it like, adapting, starting streaming? How do you feel now compared to when you started? Obviously, I know Switchy's helped you heaps, but I just want to know, what does it feel like, that progress? How does it feel?
I mean, it feels great. It doesn't really feel like I've changed, but I know I have. I
You've
still
got
get
more confident, I'll tell
so
you that.
nervous
That
still.
is for
I
sure.
still get so nervous. Every time I go to stream, it's very bad.
I mean,
But just after talking to people, it gets a lot better.
something's changed. We couldn't even get you to even think about hopping on this podcast at
Yeah, look
any
at
point.
you
But
now.
you're on here now, so I'm glad you did
Yeah.
finally decide to put
I
on
don't
the
even
big
want to
boy
think about my
pants.
first stream.
What was wrong with the first stream?
Were you guys on the forest?
I had to be so awkward. No, it was Minecraft. It doesn't exist.
Uh, man. Actually, that was another thing. Switchy, we would have loved to have had you for Minecraft
I know.
yesterday. It
I
was a
was
lot of
busy.
fun.
I definitely want
Um,
to make it next time.
You guys, Emily and Kyle, for some reason, just stormed my house before we wrapped up, and just, I don't know. Kyle drew something extremely inappropriate with some iron ore on my
Whoa,
house.
it was cold ore.
So,
What was
thank you
going
for that.
on?
I mean, you did give me the ore in the end. It was just the method of giving it to me. You didn't have to do that, but okay.
You didn't.
And
You're
then
telling me you didn't like the way Kyle gave it to you?
it was
Oh.
very big, shall we say? It was a very
It
big
was.
way of
I'd
giving it to me.
Pretty
But yeah,
accurate size.
it was genuinely a lot of fun. So I'd be awesome to have you there, man. It's fun. I enjoyed it.
CSSD killed me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and well, you
Well,
got put in a naughty corner as well,
yeah,
where
that's
we trapped you
I
for like a
deserve
solid.
to be there, but CSSD killed me. There's no killing on that server. We're a peaceful community.
You,
I
to
didn't
be
even hit
fair,
him.
you did mention Battle Royale. Was that not you?
No.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna shut down the server now, and he was like, Battle Royale to the death, go. So, Kyle was ready to go.
I didn't hit nobody.
You know, you hit me a couple of times off my own roof. I remember. I fell off my roof
Right.
many times.
That might have
Uh,
happened.
so yeah.
No, I definitely am sad I missed that. I knew that, or I didn't hear you were doing that until like last night, pretty much, and I'm like, that would have been good.
Nah, that's all good. To
Good
be
to
fair,
know.
yesterday was insane because you had a lobby of like 8 people, I think it was, in your Rocket League lobby. And then I switched to Rocket League, and then I had a lobby of like 6 or 7. And I was just like, how are there so many people playing Rocket League
I
at the
know we
same
had
time?
huge lobbies going. Yeah.
Yeah, CSSD gave me a suggestion. I'm like, damn, we need to do that next time. With that many people, we could have done a tournament. We could have genuinely done a proper tournament, and that would have been
For sure.
sick.
I would have been down for it. I mean,
but,
I pretty much
yeah.
was at a point where we were only doing 3v3s, but we had a lobby of 8. But I was pretty much spectating. I couldn't play the game anymore. I was a potato. Speaking of potato, Zebra wanted a question.
What? How is this? Okay, go on.
Zebra's question was: would you rather look like a potato or feel like a potato?
Look like.
Look like.
Yeah, look like. I feel like.
I already feel like a potato.
Yeah.
Fair.
And what kind of potato? Is it like the really like dirty ones with like the little things
Oh.
growing out of it? Like, no, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Mashed potatoes.
I'd rather just be a potato. Oh wait, I already am at everything.
A sweet,
A sweet
potato.
potato? No, Shy Gaming's too sweet. He's saying I'm a sweet potato. Unless he's saying he's a sweet potato.
A sour potato.
Sour potato? How do you have a sour potato?
Sour cream.
No.
Jesus.
We're coming up with more random like vegetable sauce mixes, aren't we? Like, kiwi, maple, sour cream and potatoes. What else do we need to do, huh?
I don't know.
No, like
Ooh,
sweet potato.
putting Sour Patch Kids on it might be a decent idea.
No.
Wait, what?
No,
On
you don't.
potato?
What?
What?
Completely disagree.
I mean, like, Sour Patch Kids are great. I feel like it would just
What,
be so
potato?
strong that it gets. Yeah, but like it'll be so strong, such an overwhelming taste that you won't even taste the potato. It's just gonna be Sour Patch, a
Sounds
crunchy
awful.
Sour Patch Kids,
That sounds awful.
It does not sound good at
deep
all.
fried Sour Patch Kids. Hear me out, okay?
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, it does sound
I mean, you can
interesting.
deep fry anything these days, pretty much. So, but
Yeah.
True.
Will a Sour Patch Kid chicken nugget? Genuine experiment. I gotta try it. Sour Patch Kid nugget.
Sounds so
You-
bad.
you're
Emily's
talking.
just hating this.
I was gonna say you're talking about this, but you won't even try a
Mythical
maple
morning
kiwi with me, Ram.
Yeah, no, ew, no, maple kiwi.
episode.
Okay, put it this way, Kyle, Emily, would you guys try it? Would you guys get a kiwi fruit and put maple syrup on it?
To try it for the podcast.
For the podcast, 100%.
Exactly.
Emily? God damn it,
Yeah.
I'm alone on this one. Now I have to.
Ram next week. Yep.
Next week,
I'm not
okay.
saying I'll enjoy it, but
Yeah. No.
for the
Just
podcast.
try
Well,
to
you
bite
don't
it.
know, Kyle. You might. We could have just come up with something amazing.
You don't
guys,
know.
who
Why are you
knows?
so against it then?
Yeah, you can't
Alright,
say
fine,
we.
okay.
You're the one that's not one.
Kiwis don't taste good. Excuse me, I'm a kiwi
love
right here.
Ram
Thank you,
tastes
Emily.
amazing.
Thank you.
Ram tastes amazing. Do we have any more questions in chat or questions from Ram or any of you?
Yeah, I mean,
in call?
we are absolutely open to taking questions tonight. I did see a couple of questions earlier on, but they've probably just zoomed past. There's lots of people in chat today.
That's an interesting question.
That's a
Zebra.
super interesting question.
You want to read that one out, one of you?
Sure. Zebra asks, would you rather keep your current sleep schedule or hibernate for 3 months and have 9 months of 24/7 alertness without being tired? 9 months is a long time of not being tired. I mean, I'm not
3
gonna lie,
months? 3 months is a long time to hibernate for as
That
well.
Like, I'd rather just have my scuffed sleep schedule. I know it's scuffed, but I'd keep it, honestly.
Yeah, I think my sleep schedule is terrible.
That's bad.
So is mine.
I
Yeah.
think Switchy takes the cake here, right?
I don't.
I-
Those two have been really bad too. Like
To
To be fair,
really
yeah,
bad.
Emily, Kyle, I see you on my streams, and I'm like, how How are you guys awake for my streams? I don't get it.
No, then you'll
We
end
need to make it
stream
to
and
your
then they'll
streams.
play Apex and they'll get off at like noon the next day. Finally.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Uh,
I thought
Guilty.
sleeping at like 3 a.m. is bad, but you guys are on a whole new level.
it's her fault.
Our
Okay,
main
do you
game is
guys-
not Rocket League.
Do you guys have alarms like to get up, or do you just get up sort of when you want?
I just get up when I get up.
If I'm working, I
I
have.
when I get up.
If I'm working, I have alarms. If not, I just try and sleep
1
because
second, fellas.
Yeah. I usually just try and God damn it, the nug thing, I forgot about that. I definitely sorry, I just got confused by the chat there. What the heck was I going on about? I've just lost complete thought completely.
Sleep schedule?
Sleep schedule.
Alarms
It's fucked.
working.
Alarms.
Oh.
Alarms don't work most of the time for me, so I feel like I usually get less sleep. I don't know if it's like a conscious thing where I have an alarm and I know I need to wake up and that just makes me really tired. But there's been times like say I don't have an alarm set and I'll wake up before that alarm would go off and I will feel more awake. And
That's how I am too.
Yeah.
I completely.
I don't know if
feel
I don't know if it's like a mind thing being like I know I need to be up at this time. This alarm is here and it's gonna like I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna feel like shit and not want to get up. But yeah, I used to sleep through alarms all the time. I mean, recently I had a delivery towards like one of the ends of my shifts. It was one of the times where I was staying up all night and day, and I was like, got like an hour left of my shift, and I may or may not have passed out and missed a delivery. Whoops.
You get in trouble for that?
No, actually, they were like, because I think it was really close to the end of the shift. They're like, the way that they did it, they're like, or I didn't accept it within like 10 minutes, and they're like, oh, we just moved it on, and I'm like, oh. Okay, I don't know exactly how that works, but okay, sure.
Okay.
I'm like, can I just decline more deliveries? Like, can I do this more often? No, but since I've quit, my last shift will be Friday, so then I'll be opened up in the day. Or whatever. I don't know, I just want to have more fun this summer. River days and stuff. We went to the river so much last year, and it was a lot of fun. Do either of you have any fun like summer plans or stuff you do in the summer?
I hopefully travel, but that's if the borders open.
Yeah. Travel is gonna be a bit tricky.
The border will open by the summer. I guarantee it.
Guarantee
That's what
it.
they planned on.
Guarantee it.
It's a bold statement.
I mean,
don't
it's
know,
already
man.
pretty close right now. I'm telling you.
Well,
I'm
if
looking
New
at it.
Zealand opened their borders to Australia, maybe, because they have, so
Yeah.
I know
mean,
Bam and
it's only a matter
Johnny
of time.
are gonna come up and hang out with me this summer.
and so I know we have our
Thinking
pretty much all of our vaccines and stuff are pretty much distributed in our province, at least, and it's going pretty good. I've got my first dose on June 3rd, I think, so that'll be fun. But
I know that
initial-
a vaccine center just opened up near my place, but yeah.
And so initially trying to when I got the thing, so I signed up for that. I wanted an appointment thing, and they're like, okay, we'll text you, when you can get your appointment. And they texted me, and they're like, you can get your appointment now. And I'm like, okay, well, tried to sign it up through, put in like my care card number and name, stuff like that, and they're like, yeah, you don't exist.
What?
true.
I'm like, oh, nice. They're like, you can't book anything because it says in our system you don't exist as a person. I'm like, oh,
Wait.
nice, true. So I had to phone them. So I used the website or whatever. So I had to phone them, and I ended up phoning them. The one thing that they had wrong is they just had the wrong birthday completely. So because of that, it just didn't read that I was a person. So they fixed that, and then it linked up. So yeah, I was gonna say they fixed it, and it linked up, and then they're like, oh, there you go, you exist now. And they're like, do you want to schedule? I'm like, okay.
I'm a Viper is asking, do you faint from needles? I will say I don't faint, but I always feel very faint from needles because I've said this in a previous podcast. Since my near-death experience with the blood test thing that I did, ever since needles, they don't scare me. It's not the needle that scares me. It's the fact that I'm doing a blood test. Just I don't know. I have that slight PTSD experience, and I always feel a bit faint. But like, just because I'm scared that it could happen again. But nah, not really. Needles is something I've learned to live with, especially being a diabetic. I take injections every day, so
Yeah.
I'm all good with needles.
For me,
They don't
I mean,
scare me.
I mean the thoughts of getting shots or like needles or whatever, like I hate it, but like I've never been scared of it really. It just, it happened. Like I'm like I need to do it. Go, just happens and it's done. And I'm like, okay, well that wasn't that bad.
Is it faster than a Switchy P though?
About the same time.
About the same time.
Stab me up,
Oh,
baby.
man.
I don't care.
I like expired sleep. First name go, second name switchy, status non-existent. That's pretty good. Nothing is faster than a switchy P. True. Thank you. No, that has just turned into a thing now on this channel. I need an emote for it, I think. The switchy P emote. We'll have like, how you have your B emote? We'll do the Ram B emote, but now we have a switchy P emote where it's just
You know what suggestion I genuinely wanted you to do? If you could get like one of those LED stopwatches, right? And just before you go, just tap it, go, come back, stop it, and just see if you can ever beat like a record
Dude,
time.
people have been in my chat recently, just like the second I like go to the bathroom, my whole chat just starts going 1, 2, 3,
Yeah, like
4,
if
and
we
starts
could
counting.
time it.
And usually on like it's about 15 seconds is what usually people count up to by the time I'm back, which
No,
is
we should
terrible.
have an actual record that we keep track of, just for fun.
Start washing. Kyle, you want to say this to my face? Type into my chat. You want to say it to my face?
I said, start washing your hands, and then clarified hand. Sorry.
Sorry.
Rude. I see what you mean, Emily. He's very toxic.
No.
So toxic. I'm not even doing anything. Look at him.
Don't start this.
You kind of set it up, didn't you?
Yeah. Whatever. I don't want to talk about it.
No,
It's
definitely.
terrible.
Going back to what?
There's that command too. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Like,
Yeah.
give me a hand, seriously, please. I love that command. That was one of the first things he did, Cal, and I love that. That was funny as fuck. Because that was around the time where everyone was so unsure whether to make jokes about it or not. And I know, like, Dino, he felt so bad that one time where he was talking about making an OnlyFans, but for my hand, but he messed up. Like, he didn't even intentionally mean to say it, but he said OnlyHands, and he felt so bad because this is like when he first met me, and he's like, I had no clue. He's like,
he opened the floodgates with it. Honestly, as soon as he did it, I was like, okay,
it's over.
Say
It's
whatever
over.
I want.
Yeah. Sorry, what were you saying, Ram? I cut you off.
I was just gonna say, going back to what you said about the summer. One thing I wanted to do genuinely is travel to Australia and do like almost an Australian tour. And just sort of meet all of the Aussie gang. I do want to eventually make that the Americans and the Canadians as well. I would love to come meet you guys. But I just want to meet everyone. Really, it would be so sick to just go say hi to everyone, especially people in Australia. I'm talking like Zebra, Shy Gaming, Bangers. You guys, I need to meet you people. You guys are amazing. So just I want to do it. I want to do it.
Hey, you got a place to stay? Look at my. There's no.
Send me your addresses
There's no
so I
firm
could
here.
DDoS you.
I already posted it in chat.
He did.
What did you actually put?
His actual address.
What?
At the start of stream, he put his actual address. Yeah.
I don't care.
You have to go back in the VOD.
Come
I'm pretty
visit
sure I
me.
can probably get it from you on Snapchat, honestly.
Yeah, I do have.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Anyone can have my address. Just ask me. You can come visit.
What are Zebra with another great question? These questions are great. Zebra, we need you here just to feed us questions.
Yeah.
What are you most likely to become famous for? Just anyone here. Kyle, will start to you because he added Kyle and said toxicity. But
I don't know.
I feel like
Toxicity.
I was gonna say Kyle's a bit like Mr. Beast. I feel he's like a mini Mr. Beast. I think that's what he'd become famous for. He'd become a mini Mr. Beast. Legit, Kyle, I thought about this. You know how you said you wanted to, like, if you do start streaming, one of the things you could stream is genuinely you donating to other streamers.
I've said that to him as well.
People
I'd
would
go
love to watch
broke.
that.
I'm already broke. I got
I
$2
know,
in
but
my
if you
account.
do ever plan on doing that, even if it's like 1 or 2 gifted subs every now and then, like I would love to just see that because you crazy, man. That's all I can say. You're
Ooh, my
everywhere.
first stream, I could do that.
Yeah,
Just
that'd
go
be
give
cool.
subs to everyone I like. Oh, I'll leave so many people out. I shouldn't have said that.
Oh. 1
It's
hour
okay, I'll help.
stream, 100 subs.
That's a lot
But
of
yeah, no,
money.
yeah, no, don't overdo it. Honestly, I know
I
you
already feel
overdo it every time, but like don't, you know. But yeah, that's how I would see you getting famous because you're just I don't know. I feel like you're already famous for it in a way. That and toxicity, of course.
in the community. I am fairly famous for that.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Kyle's kind of a big deal.
True. Super famous.
He's Bill Dipperly.
Hey, I just
Mm,
want to
Bill
support
Dipperly.
everyone's dreams.
What was
I
that?
want everyone to have a good time.
I feel like it's I'm sure it's hard to support like everyone because you probably have like a massive list of people you want to support, and it's just I don't know, man. I feel for you. It's probably really hard to just go around doing that to everyone. It's insane. So
Yeah, because then I look at some people's amounts and I'm like, dang, I've done so much more over here. I don't want them to feel bad that I haven't done the same amount here as I have there.
trust me, we never feel bad. I'm sure
That's because
none of
you
us
have
do, man.
my second most period.
Really? Wow. Really?
That's
I am
fair.
honored. I am
Yeah, I
very
think so.
honored.
How many? I think I have like 140
I have
How
stream
much do you have in
open
like
right now.
tugs?
in tugs. I have
At the moment,
130,
Okay.
130 in BAMs.
Or like
Um,
Brian, I don't know.
you have 142, Kyle.
Yeah,
on
that's
mine.
my second most. My first is
Damn.
370. You probably won't get that.
Oh, actually, Kyle, I have news for you. You better watch out. Earlier, Largora came in. He's at 100 now. He's coming for you.
It's
He's
still a
now in the
little bit
3-digit game.
away, but that is impressive.
No,
He tried
actually,
to
yeah.
give
I
me a
mean,
run for my money for a
he's done
while.
so much as well. Crazy.
They be gifting off 2 accounts though.
Zebra says, let's talk about that, Kyle. 300 plus. Wow.
No,
Let's not talk
Funny
about
question.
that.
Hey,
I'm not
Axel's
sure.
here.
Didn't happen.
How about the kiwi fruit gift in the middle? Why, Axel? Axel's saying he's not sure how he feels about the kiwi fruit gift
Oh,
in the
you did
middle.
say
For
that.
those of you listening on audio, that's
bad.
what we have on Twitch. Why, Axel? Does it look too moist for you? It's very moist.
I loved
The way it
the
drips.
outline drawing that Megan did, how it used to be red. It just looked like blood. So
Yeah, when it was blood, the concept art was blood. It was great.
it looked scary, spooky.
It's going back to what Zebra was asking about what you'd be famous for. I have no idea. I can't, like, is it just being the wholesome guy? Like, I don't know. I
Out
don't
of
know. I
context.
really don't know. It could be being famous for saying really bad things out of context, as in, yeah, I'm gonna get arrested one day. The evidence is there, you know, if you need. It's all there out of context. So there's lots of stuff. Yeah, saying suck your nan one too many times. Yeah, could be that. Like I would announce it I would yell it out publicly in a mall and probably get in trouble. You can't just yell that out.
I want to hear
Twitchy,
your
what
guys'
about you?
answer.
I don't know. I feel like with streaming, the only personality I have is being disabled and Canadian. I mean, I say that.
Isn't that?
I say that, and then people say, "What's the difference?" So.
I was gonna say, it, but I'm like, maybe I shouldn't.
I know. That's yeah.
Oh shit.
No, I mean I bring it on myself as well because I don't know. I mean, a lot of people in the past have said I should literally just milk the fact I'm disabled to get more views, and I'm like, I don't like doing it, but I love joking about it, but like I'm not trying to like, you know, be there like. I don't know, like, for example, in the past, Brian the Great was talking about, he's like, legit, like, all your titles should be, like, one-armed person does this, or shit like that. I'm like, I don't know, like,
I think it's
fingers is
funny.
enough,
It's
that's the
it's a
most.
funny fact to know about you, but you don't want that to be the primary focus.
Oh,
Like, yeah.
I'd be milking the shit out of it. I'm
Yeah,
not
I mean,
gonna lie.
Cal's is given the great title of "Two Fingers is Enough." Ask your mom. So, that was my that was my title for a while because I'm like, Kyle, I need a title. Make a title for me, and he just typed that, and I'm like, damn it.
Damn it, you're sold.
It is a
It
very
is a
good
good
one.
title.
It was. I've used it many times, and I occasionally when I'm bored, I will just. I should just have that as my live message, like when you go live, like the live notification.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
I should just do that. That's a good idea.
I don't want my phone to suddenly go off and like a friend texts it and he's like, "What the hell is this, Ram?" You know. Oh yeah.
Oh,
I mean, it's better as of recently. I just have just Gosuchi mentioned you, and it actually has fooled a few people. Like the live
Oh, what,
notification, it's like,
Gosuchi?
yeah, I just have it so it says Gosuchi mentioned you. So people are like, people join and they're like, why were you talking about me? I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I'm
That's
so
smart,
confused.
that is
They're like,
smart.
it says that you mentioned me, and I'm like, got him. Like, it's pretty funny. I love that. It's pretty
That's
troll.
smart, you
But
know. That's really
yeah,
smart.
I've seen a few people do it, and I was like, that's funny. I'll try it. And I have gotten a few people, so but that's only when I can't think of anything, because I also like to ask questions in it as well. So if people like see the notification, they can slide on it and come into chat and like say, I'll be like, oh, what's everyone's favorite fruit or something like that. Maybe someone will slide on it and come in chat and tell me what their fruit is and spark conversation. But who knows? Like,
Kiwi.
it doesn't happen much. It's the
Yeah,
mention.
I'm not very creative with my titles, you know, the classic disses rocked leg. Like they're just my titles are always like really short, simple, but I don't know, I find sometimes that works. Like the Raid of the Week guy that I was just mentioning, the reason why he joined was he said he liked my title and it was just disses Rocket League. I was like, all right, short, simple, effective. All right, he's in. Yeah, I just go with simple, boring titles.
How does I know you've seen this, so get in here. And it actually has brought in quite a few people.
I can see that working.
Ah, that's clever. Don't click this link. You know you are gonna click it, you know?
What about going back to why you think you become famous? What about you, Emily?
I
Curious to
really
hear.
don't know. I don't know. Not being able to spell?
That is a good one.
And
It's
typos.
very
Oh man.
bad.
I'm
I
not
don't
gonna lie,
think
it's very
there's a spot to be
entertaining in
famous
chat
for
to
that.
just watch. It's
Or just
very
not being able to
entertaining.
speak half the time.
Or
I-
walk.
Just called
What
being
do you mean?
Canadian.
Being Canadian.
Yeah, I'm
Saying
famous for being
sorry.
Canadian.
Sorry.
Just saying sorry. Everyone mentions it.
Even for me, even though I'm Canadian, I usually don't even pick it up when I say stuff. But like when you say sorry, I'm like, holy shit, that is super fucking Canadian. Like I hear it as well, and
Okay.
I know the first time Jonah was in a stream and I was in a call, or in your stream, and Jonah was in a call with me. He was like, holy fuck, that was really Canadian. Like even us Canadians are like, holy fuck.
I will say, Twitchy, I hear it whenever you say the word out.
Yeah, when I say
You
so actually that brings up a funny
whenever
point.
you say
If
out.
you know, if anybody knows Gold Glove, back in the day he used to play a lot of DayZ, and one of his friends, Jesse, or Farlight Excalibur, I think is his name on YouTube and stuff. But I was playing DayZ and there was like a big firefight going on, and we were all talking and stuff like that, and somebody heard his voice and they were like, holy shit, that was Jesse, and he's probably live or whatever. But then an hour later, we ended up running into him and chatting with him. And I was like, hey, we were like doing a firefight like an hour ago. We saw you. And I was like, oh, I was outside this building. And the second I said outside, he just looked at me and he's like, are you fucking Canadian? And I'm like, motherfucker.
You see what I mean, guys? Do you guys not hear it?
Yeah.
You just
like
said outside.
Outside. It was like, he's like, are you Canadian? I'm like, yeah, why? He's like, you fucking said outside. And I'm like, you fucking... And meanwhile, this is someone who I actually like, you know, this is like 6 years ago. So like, you know, it was a person I kind of look up to, and he just shit on me for being Canadian. I'm like, bro, okay.
Okay, look, Twitchy, what happened? Okay, when someone like hits you, right, you say ow. Okay, so just say ow.
Ow.
And now just add a T at the end.
Out.
Oh my god, guys, I just changed him. He's no longer Canadian.
That
He's
doesn't
done it.
seem right. That didn't sound right. Or
It's out.
out.
Outside.
Sorry.
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 No, sorry.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
This has just become the make fun of the
Sounds so
Canadians podcast.
dumb.
No, the ones that people, I mean, I not myself personally, but milk and milk.
Do you say milk?
I don't think I say milk.
I've never heard you say milk.
I say
Who
milk.
says milk?
Yeah, I say milk.
People say,
Milk.
yeah.
Who doesn't say milk?
Apparently, some Canadian, I don't know if it's like an East Coast thing or what, but people say milk and instead of milk,
Milk.
it's like milk. Like
They're
talking
wrong.
about like
They're wrong.
milk bags. Milk.
No, milk bag.
I hear sorry when Switchy says it. Sorry. If I say it like that, yeah, but sorry is how I usually say it. But I have been saying sorry as of recently. Sorry. But no, sorry is outside, and what was the other one?
It's so clear when you say
I
the
know.
word out.
Outside and about.
Mm.
About can sometimes. I don't know. But
Yeah.
outside is one I get told all the time. So
Yeah, that was like the clearest one for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got the New Zealand accent, which is kind of weird. For example, Switchy, what's my brother's name?
Mark.
Oh my
Mark.
god, you guys are so American. Kyle, what's my brother's name?
Mark.
My god, guys, stop. It's Mark. Okay?
Mark.
None of this Mark.
Mark.
Why are you guys stressing on the R so much? Alright, it's Mark. Yeah, Mark. Alright? There's no
Well,
R.
there's an
Alright,
R
we just don't
there.
say
That's why I'm
Mark.
pronouncing the R.
No, y'all are so American.
Mark.
It's Mark.
Mark.
That's
the
the
Pokemon?
Kiwi accent for you.
Mark?
Yeah, legit. So
Mark?
that's the Kiwi. Like right now, it's not Aeonalexander. It's Aeonalexander.
No,
Just
it's
Alexander.
Alexander.
Not pronouncing the R, guys. Just give up on it.
Ram-
Like that's the New Zealand way.
Ram, what's your name?
Okay, look, if it's at the start, obviously.
Amazes.
No, it's more of if it's at the end of the word, we never say. Like, see, I just said word. You guys don't ever say word, do you? At the end of the word.
But
Word.
Word.
I'm American. See, Axel knows what's up. He understands. New
We
Zealand
say it
gang.
right.
You say what?
I said we say it right. You're just choosing to not say a letter that's in the word.
Yeah, but it's just you guys just stress so hard on the R though.
You don't stress at all.
We don't say it at all.
You just let it. You just
It's
leave it out.
non-existent. Ah, yes, the good old Tristan saying water.
Water.
Yeah,
Water.
I have been guilty of saying water before.
Water.
Pass the water, mate.
Ma.
Don't ever try that again.
Ma.
Don't try that again. Oh man.
I can't do voices. I can't do impressions. I used to be able to, but I don't even want to try it now. It's like Dino trying to be Canadian. It's not good at all. It's really bad.
It's funny.
The only voice I can do is like British.
Sorry
Tried
about
it. I can do a
Dino's
little bit of
American,
Indian,
too,
but
though.
mainly British.
I can't.
I
do
think
that.
Kyle's got a great American voice.
No.
No. Okay. You
No.
Don't, you don't get to say no. I get to say
No. It's terrible.
no.
No.
It-
Musical
Yeah.
side.
I feel like every time I compliment Kyle, Emily just has to go, no.
That's what I'm
No.
saying.
He doesn't get the
I do.
compliment.
It's very disrespectful.
Okay.
If I said Kyle has great hair right now.
Okay, well, I
She'd agree with that. I was gonna
That's
say
the
that's
one
the
thing.
one
You
thing.
can't say no
That's
to
the
that.
one
You can't say
thing.
no to that.
I just realized.
It looks like it's its own creature up there, man. It's got a mind of its own.
I just
Love it.
realized
It does
you
have
don't
little
have the
arms.
Pikachu hat on, Ram.
Yeah, what happened to that?
Close enough.
Oh, look, it's Mark.
Oh,
It's Mark.
Mark.
Mark. Which is a funny story. When I was in the States, I got Starbucks and the lady asked for my name. I said Mark, like in the New Zealand accent, and she was so confused. I repeated it again in an American Mark, and she was like, oh. Typical.
Yeah,
They just don't understand it.
they don't. Yeah, it's our fault. Oh, what happened?
Oh, what happened?
Kyle.
Kyle. I'm
Thank
Kyle
you.
now. If you guys are wondering,
Kyle,
those
you're
again
so
on his
scared.
voice.
Hello.
Kyle has just ruined the layout, and now it looks like I'm Kyle on the video. So yeah, well done. This is
Did it
why,
die?
Kyle, I have a proper scene if I'm gonna go AFK. Now it just says GG at the bottom. Oh no. Kyle is completely scuffed the visual. Oh, he's turning on a filter.
Oh,
Kyle's doing visual things on a
I'm
podcast.
throwing.
SpankMeG18.
What? Ram Meg.
What is happening?
I don't want to
Why is
ram
it
Meg.
broken?
Kyle throwing.
I know I'm throwing. I'm not trying to throw.
What
Is
did the
doing?
pirate say when the cannon went off near his ears? R? Go on. What is it, Shy?
How did I break
Army
it?
Buccaneer. Oh my god. Oh no.
Switchy clap.
Alright.
Kyle, what's
one.
happening
Nice
with you?
one, Shy.
I
Yeah,
don't
Kyle
know.
vanished off into another
I
dimension.
We've
don't know
lost
how to
Kyle.
use a camera.
Did it die or something?
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, he's
fixed
put
it.
on the ski mask.
I
take that
fixed
off.
it.
You're so dumb.
He's like, well, if Ram gets a Pika hat, I may as well.
Yeah, it's just natural.
Actually, Switchy, can you put your jellyfish on? I love your jellyfish. Again, this is a visual thing, which we shouldn't really be doing on podcasts, but basically, Switchy has a very tiny jellyfish plushie that he puts on his head, and it is the most adorable thing I've seen, and I keep telling him, please make this a channel point reward, because it is the cutest little jellyfish on his head. Look at this thing.
I
Again,
don't think I've ever
sorry
seen it
audio
before.
listeners, but look at it. It's so cute.
I
Why
can't-
is this not a channel point redeem?
I can't get it on. I clip it underneath my headset usually. There we go. I just keep it there.
Look
It
at
sits there.
look
It
at
just
it.
chills.
It's adorable.
That or I could do the same thing. I did it a little bit. And I had Dragonite chilling on the top before. The little Ditto. You have a leaf on you.
Yes.
The Ditto face Dragonite. Sorry. So much visual stuff now. We've gone
To
off
be fair,
track.
actually, I do remember with that Dragonite plushie when it was used a long time ago, not that long ago, but a couple months ago. I was doing a stream where Pokemon said that they were going to announce something, and I was really hoping it was a Diamond and Pearl remake. So I had dressed up as Ash Ketchum. I even grabbed a tiny little Pikachu, which I don't know if my camera's gonna pick it up now. You can't really see it back there. But I grabbed the Pikachu. I was in an Ash Ketchum outfit, and I was really excited because I'm hoping that they're gonna announce Diamond and Pearl. And I even got Switchy to hold his cute little Dragonite. We were all like holding our Pokemon plushies in excitement. And you know what? It actually happened. We got the Diamond and Pearl remake, and it was very, very awesome. To just see that happen live was very cool. It was like a 6-hour stream too. I stayed up till like 3 a.m. just making sure, but it was a very cool moment. The power of the plushies. You're right, Stitchy. What happened?
My mic fell.
Throwing.
Says you. Oh, I've turned up my mic now. I think we're okay.
Whoa.
What did the
says
French
you?
lady say when she tripped up? I fell.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Come on. Come on. Emily's just shaking her head and just.
Shame bell. Shame bell. Where's the shame bell?
I'm sorry.
Where's the shame
That
bell?
That one was pretty bad.
Where's the
That
shame
one
bell?
was pretty bad.
Ban ram. Do we have any other topics in chat or from?
I've exhausted all mine for the Discord, but we're open to taking questions from chat.
Yeah, we'll probably do a little bit of a Q&A here and then maybe wrap it up.
Yes, I do want to say, guys, do feel free to ask questions for Kyle and Emily. They won't always be here, guys. You know,
True.
the Maple and the Kiwi will be here heaps, but make the most out of these two. Ski Man McGee down here.
Can't even
Ski
see
mask
him.
man. I know, right? He's just like the ski mask just really hides him.
It
What do you
blends
mean?
in. It
I'm right
blends into
here.
your background.
It's like
Yeah, it does it. It's great.
the other day, so a few I guess a week or so ago, Sheldon was live and I ended up falling asleep on his stream. We were just kind of like just doing podcast mode. It was me, Bam, and him for the longest time, just chilling in a Discord call, just talking like this with video cameras on. And then it was one of those days once again where I stayed up all night and tried to stay up all day, and it hit like 2 p.m. and I legit kept my camera on. I literally went behind me and laid in bed and like went to bed. I just Sheldon's like, you need to stay on stream with me. I'm like, okay. I just went and slept. I went and slept. And he changed over to Hades and took me off the screen. I'm like, okay, that's fine. But but then one of the times during it, because I had my lights off at one point and I had this blanket on me. Or no, it was my other blanket. I don't know where it is. But I was sitting like this. I had my feet up and I had the blanket over top of me. And I don't remember who it was, but someone was in the call and was like, where did Switchy go? Like, because since I was so blended into my chair, because the blanket was like black, and I just like peeked my head out from the blanket. They're like, oh my god, he's still here.
Floating Switchy.
Because honestly, I was just like sitting there for, like, I was laying there lifelessly for so long. So it was funny.
That's dedication, man. Kyle asks, what does Emily hate the most about Kyle?
I like this question.
I do too. I'm curious.
Go on, I'm gonna grab my popcorn. Go on. Yes.
Him copying me. Constantly. Constantly. Always
Can you give
copying
us
me
an
for
example? Give us one example.
repeating what what I say.
Are you
What in
kidding me?
chat?
Are you kidding me? It's something that I say and then he'll repeat it. Constantly. Every time I say it, or every time I say sorry. That's terrible.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
can imagine him just saying sorry back and forth to you.
Sorry.
I can't handle it. It drives me crazy.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You know, Kyle, I've got to reverse. Since you asked that question, I have to reverse it
that's
on
not
you.
fair.
You know, like, what does Kyle hate the most about Emily? Go on. It's got to be done.
There's so many things.
I have to pick just one, really? So many I could think of.
Oh man. That she that she can never be real. She always has to be joking around. She can't get serious even for a second.
Yeah, I can. I am right now.
No.
Cap.
I thought it was gonna be
That's what
something,
I
you
hate
know,
the
like
most. No,
the
mine's
fact that
genuine.
not the fact that she's always throwing in Apex, because I know you complain about that a lot. Like a lot.
Yeah,
I've seen you
rude.
complain.
I would complain more if I wasn't throwing also the entire time.
I remember, when I was saying I wanted to give Apex a try, and I was like, "Oh yeah, Emily, teach me." People were like, "No, bad choice, man." I'm like, "What? What do you mean? Us newbies unite together. You know, that's it's more fun."
Mm-mm. Not Apex.
No,
Apex isn't fun.
I mean, I remember I tried I tried Apex a couple of weeks ago, and I played like 3 or 4 games, and I was like, "Nope, I survived about 10 seconds each time, and I can't play this. It's a little scary." Everyone's
Arenas makes it a
too
lot more
good at it.
fun though.
Arena wasn't out when I gave it a go.
I didn't like
but,
arenas all that much, honestly.
I do. And VR drives me insane.
Both do.
Ooh, good
Shy
question from
has a good
Shy.
question saying, what is your most passionate game to play? For Emily, looks like she wants to start.
No.
You look like you're gonna raise your hand.
She's just vibing.
No, in general.
just
in
general.
general. Passionate game. I think I know the answer to that, but
Wow, that's hard.
really?
I
feel like it'd be pretty easy.
like right now,
I mean,
I guess.
she did
No, it's in
buy
general.
that game
Overall.
twice, you know.
Most passionate game.
The Forest.
Really?
Forest, yeah.
Yes. I was gonna say like COD or Apex,
I
but
thought it would have been
it's
COD.
gotta be the
You
Forest.
get angry at COD.
I thought it would.
I deleted it actually. It's not on my PC anymore.
After you just got us to buy it, or got Arnie and did you buy it?
I did not end up buying it.
Baited. You baited
I
Arnie into buying
tried
it.
to make plans with Arnie, and then he just never showed, so I just deleted it.
I feel like COD's the amount of space it takes on PC is disgusting.
So much.
It does.
Yeah, it's horrible. I was actually just at my brother's house earlier today, and he hasn't played Modern Warfare in a very long time, and his hard drive was filling up. So I told him, dude, go uninstall it. We cleared about 130 to 150 gigs worth of stuff, man. I was like,
brutal.
okay, Why did you still have that if you didn't play it in like a year? It's disgusting how much it takes.
My game would be Pummel Party.
Really? Passion?
Yeah.
Passion.
He is passionate
Yeah.
about it.
I get very aggressive.
Wow, I feel like I missed something there. I would have loved to
It's
have
my
seen you
favorite
guys play
game,
He's
and I
al-
consider myself really good at it. So if I don't win, I get
You
angry.
heard it here first, guys. Kyle likes pummeling people. He's really good at it.
I haven't lost
Nice.
yet. Just saying, I always win.
You technically didn't win last night.
I did win.
You didn't. You rage quit. You weren't there. It was
What name popped up as the winner on the screen?
me.
Okay, pretty sure it said SpankMeG18.
I'm just
Yay.
surprised because I was so out of it, and I ended up winning. Like
You did really
almost.
well.
I did really well in minigames, and usually I am like, because there's 8 of us, I'm usually in the bottom 3 probably, but I was crazy. I just looked at Pummel Party. Pummel Party is pretty much just violent Mario Party. Is
Oh, it's so
what it is.
fun.
It is fun though.
It's so fun.
But no, I actually had a lot of fun playing it yesterday, even though my ass for the whole second half of the game was just being targeted because I was in first. But like,
I feel like it's one of those games that breaks friendships. It's
oh,
great.
it does. For sure.
Yeah, no. 1,000,000%.
Ram, what about you? What is the game that you are most passionate about of
and
all
this is gonna
time
be of
or-
all time.
or currently?
It's tough. It's tough to pick because passionate or played the most are two very different things. Passionate is probably the Kingdom Hearts franchise. As much as people hate it because of its super confusing story and none of it seems to make sense, I am just a sucker for it. I will go out of my way and be like, yeah, I understand the story. Look, I'll be honest. I claim to understand the story because of how much I love it, but it's just very confusing. There's like maybe 17 or something games, and I've played every single one on all the handheld consoles, on on the DS, the 3DS. I even played like the PSP stuff when they re-released it on different consoles. Like I played literally everything, and I'm just super passionate about Kingdom Hearts. So Kingdom Hearts is passion, but I have like 3,000 hours on Rocket League, and a lot of my passion does genuinely lie in Rocket League. I've played that game for 5 years, and somehow I'm still not bored of it. It is the same game, nothing's changed,
True.
and I'm still playing it, and
I'm bored
playing
of
it
it.
all
I
the
hate it.
time.
So
Kyle, shut up, man.
I
You're
myself-
always on it.
It is my most played game, but I absolutely hate Rocket League. I don't enjoy playing it.
It's a love-hate relationship with me. Sometimes I get
Not
mad at
cool.
it, but I keep coming back to it, and I've spent the most money on it. Super fun. So Rocket League and Kingdom Hearts are my top 2 by far.
Yes, FIFA probably should have been my answer.
20
so-
grand,
so-
bro.
for me as well, the whole, I think I've got answers kind of like you. The whole, your Rocket League is like my League of Legends, pretty much, Ram, where I've played League for 10 years now, pretty much. And, I mean, it's the one game I always played for a long time, but passionate now? No, not at all. I hate the game, and it's just not fun now. The last probably 2 years have just been not fun. The only times I do play the game is if I have like a full party and we're just, chilling and having fun, but then, we play like 1 or 2 games, then we go, why do we do this still? Like, the game sucks, like, we hate it, like, but there's just no other game that's picking up with us, so, that as well. My most passionate, because you guys know I don't play story mode games too often, like, the ones I do enjoy are kind of like the one that Emily's playing right now, like Life is Strange, the one where
Very
you're
good.
not,
Very
So
good.
I would say
cool.
you don't really like the whole open world of, like, say, Breath of the Wild and stuff. Just, I get too confused. There's so much side quests and so much shit you need to do. I get
You
confused.
like a linear story
I
is
like
much
the linear
better.
story, and I like the ones where you don't have to do much. Where one of my favorite is like the Telltale
Play
Walking.
Kingdom Hearts.
The Telltale Walking Dead games are like my favorite.
Oh, dude, Walking
playing
Dead
them.
season 1. My God,
Did you
have
see
you
Ram?
finished it?
We
Season
finished
1?
episode 2. We're on moving on to
season 1?
episode. Yeah, season
Okay.
1. I bought
I'm not gonna spoil anything, but
I know.
that first game it moved me, man. You will love it.
It
It's
is
so
a
good.
great game. I have watched playthroughs of like the first like 3-ish seasons. This kind of a refresher because it's been a long time, and I love those games. Telltale
Oh,
games
so
just
do
in
you
general.
know how the first season ends then?
Yeah.
So you know what I'm
It's
getting at.
it's still gonna get me still.
Yeah.
The they even have like a game. There's like The Wolf Among Us that they've made that game too. It's more like a fairy tale land type thing, and you're like, you're I think the werewolf or like the big bad wolf from like real like I don't know, but it's like one of those type of games where you're going through and it's like stories and you got to pick dialogue and stuff. I love those type of games when it comes to single player, but if I were to pick one I'm most passionate about for single player, it's easily Pokemon. I know I've just taken a complete turn the
damn,
other way,
I'm
but
clapping
Pokemon.
and it's not coming through because my cancellation is. Look, no one's hearing this. No one.
When you're talking,
But
you can slightly hear it, but yeah, no, Pokemon. I mean, a
yeah.
big part of my life, I just wasn't allowed to play Pokemon, so I definitely in the like I don't know, I used to play a lot of Gen 1 and a lot of like Fire Red, a lot in there, so I definitely want to play through more Pearl and I don't know, some of the middle games because I have not played them, as well as I don't have I didn't have a 3DS, so I never played Sun and Moon. I've never played Gen 6 and 7. I don't remember what the games are, but I want to play them eventually. Ram, you look pretty prepped.
I'm just gonna chill with this guy here. Have a good. I can't leave him. He's so big, bro. He just falls off.
Honestly,
Yes.
I'm very excited for the remakes.
Same. I really am.
Honestly, I mean, the games are just fun. I have so much stuff I want to play on stream as of recent, and it sucks. It sucks because every time I want to start stream, I just end up doing Rocket League or doing something that's just easy. Where compared to like, I don't know, I want to do more of The Walking Dead. I wanted to do the Ape Escape 3. That's Ape Escape's funny as
Switchy, I genuinely thought of like you and I let's just like do a Pokemon race almost when it comes out. Yeah, I'd be down.
Let's do it. We can only.
Yeah.
I'll definitely, since I'm not really working or whatever, and I'll have more of a schedule actually forming. We can definitely like plan streams and stuff where we play it at the same time, and like we only play it when both of us are streaming. Like we
Dude,
could
you know
even
what would
you
be
can
a
even
sick idea?
you can even set up a like like a dual stream where
Yep, I was
like
just gonna say.
legit we can do like one stream on mine, one stream on yours, and we can like take each other's overlay. Because I mean I've done it
Screen share.
before.
You can
Yeah,
screen share it.
I've done it before with my cousin
Yep.
Owen.
I
Pretty
mean,
much,
look,
I had it
can do
so
this.
I had my webcam, he had his webcam, and we both had our gameplay on the screen at the exact same time too.
Oh, dude, we can have full on like layouts because I'm using the virtual camera. If you look here, that is literally one of my layouts that I use on my streams.
Yeah.
So like again, it's more a visual thing for those listening, but one of the things you can do is use your Twitch layouts as a webcam, and it works quite nicely for Discord and stuff. So yeah, that's
still
sort of
haven't
how I'm
figured that
doing
out.
all this.
Into, but yeah, Pokemon is definitely one I want to play. I had Black and White set up for me to play, but I just haven't. And yeah, I have a lot of stuff. Same with I wanted to do Pokemon Snap. I also wanted to like. There's so much stuff I want to be doing. The Ape Escape,
Kyle
The
wants
Walking
that
Dead.
Pixelmon. Wait, Kyle, Pixelmon stream?
Please,
Pixelmon stream.
please. God,
All right. If I set up
please.
Pixelmon, will you stream it?
Oh,
Oh, the pressure.
yeah, 100% I'd stream it. I don't know
I
if
seen you.
my
I seen
PC
you
could
going hard on that
handle it.
Pixelmon.
I think Pixelmon would be a fun thing. I
love
wish I could
Pixelmon.
got it working for me because I wanted to have that server thing and do that, but
Switchy, you
my
can.
internet's too good apparently. Or my sorry, go ahead.
Tell you what, Kyle, if you have like $20 a month, you could set up a Pixelmon server piss easy.
I don't have $20.
Lies.
He has $2. He has $2
I do
in his
have
bank.
$2.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, 100%. I don't think I could host it with my internet. My internet is.
That's the thing. It's not you hosting.
They host it. Yeah,
with the
you pay for
really?
them to host it for you.
Oh,
I mean, that's what I'm doing with my Twitch server right now. I'm paying for it, but I don't need to bother about hosting it. It's all handled for me. And
oh yes, yeah,
I turn it on and
Tell me
on.
how to do this.
Yeah, I can teach you. Emily,
Please.
I was gonna ask how much Pokemon fan are you?
Not huge. I do like Pokemon, but I didn't grow up on it too much,
Because she's
to be
12.
fair.
Fair.
No. I just didn't really
I
have
know
like
that
games or anything growing up.
you're a big Naruto fan. I know that. I've seen
Yes.
your drawings. They're great.
Thank you.
I didn't play
I
any of the Pokemon games. I just had like cards and watched the show. I was never in on the games really.
uh I think I started with the show and then I got into the games. I love me some good old Ash Ketchup. He's great.
Yeah, I used to love the show, and I mean, they were so badly made. I know they're meant for kids, but like recently,
The
I want to say like a month or two back, I went back and watched
the voice acting, the puns,
It
they're all
is
just so bad.
so bad. I watched the oh, I don't remember what season it's like season 6. It's like the Ruby
Oh,
Sapphire one.
they're
No,
not
like
that good.
I
The later
watched
ones.
through I think I watched 25 episodes of that season, and every single episode, I mean, this is I think for any season, is the exact same way. It's just laid out. Training, we're going to a Pokemon gym, and then it's Team Rocket shows up, they blast off, and it's the same thing, and like legit they say the same things even every single episode, and I'm like, oh my god,
Well,
it's
we have
so repetitive.
extension.
Well, it's not even just yeah, I was talking mic down again. God, hold on. I need to fix my mic. I've broken it now. No, but like they say that like, well, I mean, obviously it's their thing, and they say it every single time. But like even like building up to it, they start saying the same things as well, and it's like, uh, it's so badly
Dude,
made, but
go
it is
go
so.
watch go watch episode 1 of season 1 again
Oh,
and just
that's
count
really bad.
the amount of puns and terrible jokes. Like
It's not
every
good.
single time he's like, "Oh, it's a mouse Pokemon," and then Pikachu like does a Thunderbolt and he says, "It's shocking, isn't it?" I was like, "Oh my god, shut up!" All the jokes are just so bad.
Yeah, they
Uh,
really are. There was another thing, I just can't think of it, but like the amount of times per episode that like I was counting, and I'm like, oh my god, this is brutal. I hate this. Like it. But I was still watching that because I was just I don't know. It was just something that I just had on in the background that I can just not really pay attention to while I'm on my phone or while doing
to
other
be
stuff.
honest, I think the fact that it's so bad is what makes it so enjoyable. Like, come on, we all secretly watch those bad movies or bad TV shows to laugh at them. You know, I'll admit, I
That's
watched
true.
through the Death Note remake on Netflix. So
I've
bad,
heard it's so
absolute
bad.
worst, absolute worst. But it was definitely entertaining. I'll give them
Like
that because it was so bad.
another one that's like that. It's like the B movie. That's another one that was
Oh yeah,
horrible. Like it's not even.
The B movie. Come on.
It's so bad. I think the reason why it's somewhat enjoyable
you
is because
like
of how bad it is.
jazz, Emily?
That and
Of course.
Shark Tale is legit one of the most horrifying.
Dude, I slept through Shark Tale because of how boring it is. I
It
hated
is
it so
so
much.
bad, and it
Yeah, I
makes
don't like
no
it.
sense. Some of the stuff.
I don't even remember it.
One of the jokes that because I was watching, there's this guy that I've been watching who like he just like talks about movies or whatever and talks about how like good they are, how bad they are. He's talking about Shark Tale. He's like the reason why it's so enjoyable is because of how bad it is. And there was this one part of Shark Tale that I mean I didn't notice it as a kid. I thought it's so stupid. They're talking about the main fish, the one played by Will Smith. He's like, oh, he did something bad. It's like, why? Is it because I'm this color or whatever? And it's like, it makes no sense. It's because it's referring to like the actor. It's like, is it because I'm brown? And I'm like, he's yellow. Like, what? It makes no sense. It's like, because dude, the way this all is made is so bad, but it's funny as fuck, honestly. Like,
I'm
just looking
scarred
at
from
it
the B movie.
because of the beast.
I mean, I
Because
just
of the
thought
B
like
stream.
the whole or like the whole Barry B. Benson and the human lady like having a relationship just was just weird, man.
People has said it is just a terrible version of Ratatouille because Ratatouille actually did a good
No,
job
it's not.
because
I don't think
Ratatouille did a
it's
good
way
job at like
worse.
showing. Oh,
It's way
worse.
worse.
It's way worse because Ratatouille. I mean, I never was the biggest fan of
Dude,
Ratatouille, but
she
I
was gonna
haven't.
divorce her husband over a bee. Like, what do you mean?
It is really
What is
bad.
this plot?
It is very bad. But no, Ratatouille is like a well-made version of like trying to get an animal and a human to connect and have emotions with each other, like in that way. But like Ratatouille was really well made on how it was done, and then like B movie is. I only saw it once, and I hated it. It was terrible.
Icon. Hi, Icon. Sorry.
No. Is there any
for
other
me,
cringy movies out there or shows that are just
I will say there are like certain movies that I feel like they milk so many sequels for no reason. And my biggest example of that is like Ice Age. When I looked up how many Ice Age movies there are, I was
so
like,
bad?
why? There's 5, guys. 5 Ice Age movies. What the hell? I gave up after the first one. Like, why? It's so bad. There's so
I get
many
one for
movies
you.
that just Transformers is another one that Axel says just way too many. Like, why?
I never watched
Um,
Transformers.
The most recent, or not I don't know if it's the recent one. I never really liked Transformers, never enjoyed it, but we went to the movie theater. I hate going to the movie theater as it is because I can't sit and watch. Like if I'm watching something, I'll like multitask and like I don't know, kind of do other stuff as well, or like watching with other people. Movie theaters, like you have to be quiet, you have to sit there, you have to
that's
like.
why I have popcorn always
And
because
so
it just keeps me
I
busy.
can't I can't sit in the movie theater, but I got forced to go when what's the Transformer one? It was like the dinosaur one that they recently had.
Oh, worst one,
Oh
man.
my god! I was forced to go. He's like, "No, you'll have a lot of fun. Like, we'll go." And I was forced to go. It was my mom's boyfriend at the time. And then after the movie, he's like, "I apologize. That movie was the worst thing I've ever seen." Like, and the thing is, spoiler alert. I mean, the movie sucks as it is. You know the fat dude at this.
Dinosaur
You know the
robot.
fat dude at the start who gets killed off. Dude, the second he gets killed off, the movie's over. Like, he was the only one making that movie funny or making it like relevant. The second he died, we were like, movie's over. Like the hillbilly guy, I don't remember who he even was, but he just the second they killed him.
I can't do movies. As soon as the lights turn off, I just fall asleep. I've probably fallen asleep at the
Dude, what
last
do you
like
mean? Look
6
at your
movies
room.
I've
It's
gone
so
to.
dreamy. How do you
True.
not fall asleep right now?
'Cause
It's
I'm
so
sitting.
pretty.
Oh yeah, I guess I do that in the movie theater too. I don't know. I
Do you
literally
have those
last
lights
6
on when you
times.
sleep, by the way?
Yeah,
Oh, dude,
I'm
I would
terrible
love
at
to
it.
just look at those right before I go to sleep. Like, that would genuinely put me to sleep, just seeing those stars. I'm
Switchy
jealous. I want
reminds
one.
me of the guy out of the Spider-Man movies. Says icons. What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Dr. Octagonopus, mate, he's got way too little hands for that. He's not Dr. Octagonopus. You're missing 7 of those. Who's he meant to be?
Who am I meant to be? I actually have zero clue. Emo Toby Maguire,
Oh,
best
yes.
character.
Strutting Toby Maguire.
Dude, emo Toby Maguire
Pizza
is so
time?
funny.
Pizza time.
Pizza time. Pizza time's good too.
Mm.
No, but the emo, no, the actor. Which
Oh,
one?
what? So you think he's Toby Maguire?
Like Toby
Yo,
Maguire, like the emo Toby Maguire's the best. True, honestly. Which actor? Like which Spider-Man? There's so many Spider-Man. Toby, like the original one. Yeah, Toby Maguire. Why do you remind me of pizza time?
Pizza time.
Pizza time. We'll go with it. I mean, I like the original Spider-Man movies the most. I never even
Oh,
watched. I
absolutely.
never even watched the Andrew Garfield ones. But I really like the recent ones as well. They're what's
I
his name?
enjoyed Homecoming. I watched it. I didn't see the other ones, but I loved Homecoming.
No, the actor is very. What's his name? Why can't I remember his name?
Tom Holland, I
Tom
think.
Holland. Thank you. Yes, Tom Holland's very good, and I've always loved Tobey Maguire as well. But Andrew Garfield, I don't know. Other people saw the movie, and I was like, "How is it?" And they're like, "Eh," and I was like, "Okay, I'm not even gonna even bother watching." I'm not a big fan of superhero movies as it is because I just feel like
Actually, yeah. Can I have a mini rant about the superhero mini movies? Very small one. All right,
I'll
guys, hear
probably
me
agree
out.
with you.
MCU is screwed up. MCU is so stupid. The fact that you need to watch like what 28, 22 movies or something stupid like that just to understand the plot of the Avengers, and it's just so overhyped. I'm watching these movies and I'm like, bro, it's the same thing every time. It's just the same formula every time for these origin stories of these heroes, and I'm just like, this is just recycled content, and for some reason, people just love it. People just
I-
love it, and I'm like, this is so overmilked.
So-
Why couldn't you just do like a Harry Potter or a Star Wars and just do like 8 movies? That's it. You don't need 22 movies.
For
I
me,
think we're
I
good.
never I never watched like any of the movies. Like even
Neither,
the
mate.
Avenger,
Not
even
that
the
many.
Avenger movies before. But I went to the movie theater twice to see Endgame. And Endgame I think was very good. And even though I didn't know anything about like the other movies, I understood it, and I actually didn't feel out of the loop. I was actually surprised because I was like,
I
oh
haven't
god.
seen Endgame. I haven't seen it.
Honestly, it was. I mean, it's a 3-hour long movie. That was the one thing where I'm like, movie theater, I have to sit there and watch it in a movie theater for 3 hours. I'm like, oh god. But I did it twice, so I'm not mentally right, apparently. I don't
I
know.
want to hear Emily and Kyle's opinion on these MCU movies. Fan or not a fan?
No,
I don't
I was a
like
fan when I was a
superhero
kid.
movies.
That's about it.
Good.
It's
Good.
like
Yeah, I'm
last
glad
year.
we can all
They're
unite
boring.
over this.
Yeah.
Thank you. Someone finally said
agree.
it.
I agree.
I agree. I'm sure
Mhm.
that there's some MCU fanboys in chat that might not like what we've just said, but I'm sorry. The truth had to come out.
Yeah, I know like Megan's huge into them and like watches all of them and like those like everything and seen all the movies that you've said, like the 23 or whatever. She's seen them all like
No,
probably like 10 times each, honestly. So like, I don't know.
yeah.
I can't.
The
Spider-Man. I
only
would say Spider-Man was
series,
the only one I actually watched. I like Spider-Man.
the first Spider-Man series, Tobey Maguire, yeah, absolutely.
Never was a fan of
It
like
was
any
great.
superhero movies because I feel like it's just almost the same concept, like with a little twist, almost every single
Mm.
time.
Spider-Man's
Like,
one of my favorite heroes because like the story is just cool. He's got such a cool story. I love it. It's sick. It's pretty cool. I've watched every single one. I love them all. It's the universe that's built. Too much, Shy. I can't do it, man. Too much. Too much.
I just got
The
really
one.
scared. Sorry, I just got a snap from Megan. I got really scared. I thought she was here, and I thought I was about to just give an earful from her, but no, it wasn't.
Excuse me. What'd you say about the MCU?
Spooked.
Do you like Lord of the Rings? Shy. You're asking if I like Lord of the Rings. I'm from New Zealand.
Never
Do you want
seen
to
it.
try that again?
Never seen it.
Like,
Never seen
Never
it,
seen
Ram.
it.
never. Mate,
I've
come to
never
New
seen
Zealand.
it
You
either.
basically watch Lord of the Rings. Like it's.
I've been told
It's
multiple times to just
very.
sit and watch all of them at one thing.
I will say
I don't watch
it's a lot to
movies.
take in.
I
A
don't
lot to
watch
take
movies.
in.
I also
Yeah.
haven't seen Harry Potter.
Same.
I've seen all the movies of Harry Potter. I'm a bit of a Potterhead. Love me some
And
Potter.
so I didn't, but that's because I mean, growing up as a Jehovah's Witness, magic. We're not allowed magic shit. So I just
Yes, black magic. Get out of here.
I wasn't allowed
Imagine growing
Pokemon.
up Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah, could you argue Pokemon is black magic?
I wasn't allowed Pokemon.
Really?
I did for a while, and then my mom's sister's family is also like they were like very strict, and they weren't allowed it at all or whatever. And then they heard that I had it, and then they were like, "You were a disgrace." So then my mom
I mean,
ended
I
up.
will say
My mom ended up
one
taking away
thing-
all my Pokemon cards, took away all the games, and got
yeah,
rid
you
of
told
them.
me about this.
And I was very upset. And no, and then years later, I mean, obviously, I just didn't tell my mom, and I had a DS, and I played Black and White. So that was the game that got me back into Pokemon.
Wow.
So
I will say, I won't get too much into it. But Axel will know what I'm talking about here when I say, at some point in my church that I go to, so when I was little, everyone played Yu-Gi-Oh, and everyone was collecting Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Everyone loved the heck out of Yu-Gi-Oh, but some of the art on the Yu-Gi-Oh cards were like demons and
Yeah.
like really like demonic stuff. And we would bring it to church and play like after church mass and stuff. And they banned it. There was like, anyone seen with Yu-Gi-Oh cards will have them confiscated and never seen again. They're banned from this church. I'm like, what? I just want to play Yu-Gi-Oh with my mates, man. I'm not worshiping Satan. Relax, yeah, it was very overreacted.
I was like, speaking of like little trends like that, I was just trying to think of other stuff that happened like that, like the Yu-Gi-Oh cards and stuff. Does anything else come into mind if I were to say like tech decks when they were massive? Like,
Well, I had them in my pencil case and had so many confiscated at school. I still kept buying them and putting them in my pencil case and annoy the heck out of the teachers.
Oh,
I
right
was
here. I
that
got it right
kid
here.
where
Hold
you
on.
just hear plastic dropping
Dude,
every
look at.
2
I mean, this
seconds.
thing's scuffed as shit, but look how many fucking.
Oh Jesus!
Look,
Yo, Sochi, that's sick, dude.
I know they're fucking. I got all my World Industries and shit. No, I just brought that up. That
I can't
also
tell if Emily's cringing or not.
probably that. And I was
You would
also
fit in
thinking.
with my little brother.
Not like I mean they're just sitting there being dusted now, but fucking the other thing I was thinking was silly bands. You guys remember goddamn silly
I was
bands?
never big on silly bands.
100% remember silly bands.
Silly bands. I was gonna say, is there anything else like those items? Or everyone also had those like I hurt boobies bracelets as well.
Balloon
What?
bracelet.
We never had
You
those.
didn't
What
have
do you
them?
You
want?
didn't have the I Heart Movies bracelets?
What?
The hell, Ram?
They were like they pretty much like I think they were raising money towards like breast cancer and stuff like that, but they were pretty much just bands that literally just said I and then had the heart symbol and said boobies.
We did not
I
have
heard
that
boobies.
anymore.
Yeah, just kind of like one of those, but it just said
Yeah.
I heard boobies.
No, we
They were
didn't have those.
everywhere, like legit, like everyone had them, and a lot of schools were like, "You can't wear this," but then a lot of were like, everyone has it. Like,
One thing that was big in New Zealand, I don't know if you guys had it, was Scoobies. You guys know what Scoobies are? It was like
No.
you'd get like these two colorful wires and just sort of spin them together, and it was just like a spun up piece of colorful wire, and that was it. And people just sold it at school. People just sold it and made like a proper business out of it, and they called them Scoobies. And I don't know, man, it was becoming like a black market trade in school. Like at lunchtime, people were just making bank off of those
Zoink Scoob.
zoinks.
Kyle, do you have any other ones like that, or have I feel like I'm missing? So Emily, do you even know
No.
these trends at all? Or are you too young?
I know. Just didn't have them because
fair.
it was too much money.
It's fair.
I gotta ask, Emily, since you're not too far away out of like high school and stuff, I have to ask, in high school, at lunchtime, are people genuinely filming TikToks at lunchtime?
I graduated.
Yeah, but at high school, were you seeing that at the time? Or like, or was TikTok not
I have
as big
6.
back then?
We had 60 students in my school, so I didn't really see anyone.
Okay. Because I'm imagining high schools nowadays and how cringe lunchtime must be. Like,
Man.
oh man, we at least, played a game of football or
I mean,
something,
Vine
not
was big.
filming TikTok.
I mean, Vine was big back when, and like
Yeah, but like, is this how
people
you'd spend your
did.
lunchtime? Just filming TikTok?
people did that kind of with Vine. I don't think it was as big though. Like Vine wasn't nearly as big as what TikTok is now.
I mean,
So
I'll
TikTok's
say,
bigger with kids than Vine
Mm.
was.
I will say there's a
That's
little
true.
area when I was at uni. Axel might know what I'm talking about here. When I was at uni and I would walk down to the bus stop to get home, there was this area with a bunch of with like a giant mirror wall, and it was just a crowd. Like every single time you go there, you see like a team of like 6 or 7 people just doing TikTok dances, filming TikToks publicly, and I'm just like, this is the cringe area. I come here to cringe. They're just people doing TikTok dances in public, and I hated it. I was like, guys, please, I just want to go home. And I see you guys doing all these terrible dance moves, and they're like practicing every day, going hard at it. And if you want to ask what they're doing, they're not practicing for professional dance. They're just filming TikToks. That's it. They're going hard. Like I'll give them that respect, the passion. There's effort going into these TikToks, but don't do it in public. you know. Sorry, I mean, look, they're having
do
fun.
we have any last topics? We have been going for 2 hours almost now, actually.
Shall we take maybe one more final question?
Yeah, do we have any good questions? In the meantime, while we wait for a final question, should we do our numbers game?
Or
Oh,
I think a fun way to do it is to hold up the number. But then, oh no, we can't because we're on podcast audio mode. All right, we'll just count it down and say it. We'll just have to.
We'll do both.
So
we
hold it
can-
up
we can-
and
we-
say it.
We can
No,
explain.
what
We'll
is
just explain
this?
it after. All right, so we'll just do how we did it last time. We'll just explain it after. But so what we're
Okay.
gonna do is I'm gonna count down from 3, and when I say go, you're gonna put up either a 1, a 2, or a 3. And yeah, we're just gonna see who's in sync with each other. pretty much.
Who's got the same vibes?
Who's got the
that
same vibes?
wavelength?
Last week, or last podcast, me, ZB, and Ram all did 3, and Sweetest was the only one who did a 1, so he was the only one not in sync with us. But like I said
I
before,
feel
it's
like I'm
because
gonna be alone.
he was
That's
number
all I'm
1.
saying.
Yeah, there's always that pressure. Is it gonna be you? You know.
I feel like I'm gonna be
So
alone.
we'll count it down. You just hold up the number, and then we'll say what our number was afterwards, and like talk about it, so that those who are on audio can also
Yes.
find out.
All right. 3,
So
2,
okay.
1, go. Oh,
let's go! We all did too.
all 2. Amazing.
Switchy held up
wow.
all the fingers he had.
All the fingers.
we all
We are
two,
all
let's
in
go.
sync
We're on the
today.
same wavelength, guys.
I think
Nice.
it's
Yeah,
mainly
that
because
was
I think
sick.
it's mainly because I was like, we did 3s and 1s last week. We didn't do 2s last
Well,
week.
no,
so-
I came in today saying I'm doing 2.
I wanted I
before
wanted
we
the
even
peace
started the
symbol.
podcast, I said when we do this, I'm doing 2. So
Nice.
Pause.
All right, I like the synergy, guys.
Pause.
People are gonna say this was rigged and that we totally planned it before.
Ram rigs in chat.
Yep. Ram rigged.
Do we have any more any last questions? Emily, do you have any questions for us?
I don't think so. No.
Kyle?
I have a question for Kyle. Kyle, when stream go?
That's
no.
When ETA? You said a week or 2. I was gonna say you need to get overlay completed.
ETA is a week or 2 every day until I actually come up with a date to do it.
We're gonna help you out with that.
we're
gonna pick a date and go. We'll make it.
If we don't have a topic, I will bring up something. Mini shameless self promo here, but 3 weeks from now on the podcast, that will be one day after my 1-year anniversary. So
Ooh.
really looking forward to that. My 1-year anniversary actually lands on a community day, which is super sick.
That's
so
dope.
perfect.
Not only that, it is exactly to the day 6 months before my birthday. So that's pretty cool too.
Not bad.
So I can do that
Really?
and 6 months later have my birthday, which is super cool. I will say I've got 2 things planned in terms of videos and 1 thing planned in terms of stream. So 12th of June, I'm really looking forward to it. And yeah, I'm just super excited. I've got surprises for literally everyone. So keep an eye out for that. That's all I'm gonna say. It's already in the making.
Everyone? You're not leaving anybody
Every-
out?
Suchi, I mean this. Everyone. All right,
They're
let's
all
just
here.
say this. Without revealing too much here, all 1.3K, everyone has something. That's all I'm gonna say.
Is it
That's
like
gonna be kind of insane.
if this is the actual thing? I was gonna say, is this like an old Mr. Beast video where you're literally just looking through your following list and thanking every single person? It's just a video of being like, thank you, just saying, reading off everyone's name. Oh no, it's a Mr. Beast video, isn't it?
I think that would take way too
Okay.
long if I did that.
That's
but,
that's what I want to do. I think that'd be funny
it's-
as heck.
You'll see what it is. It's gonna be pretty fun. When's Ram announcing that he's done with streaming?
That's when
Never.
you are announcing it.
I will
on your
never
1
announce
year.
it. No, I'm not gonna quit after a year. I'm just getting started, baby. No,
Yeah.
I don't know how long I'll be doing this, but I'm absolutely loving it, and yeah, it's a passion of mine. So long as I'm having a passion for it, I'm gonna keep going. It's super fun.
When are you quitting,
Hey.
Kyle?
When are you
As soon
starting,
as I
Kyle?
start.
God damn.
One stream and done.
No, you gotta get that affiliate. Then you can have your own emotes, Kyle. That's a big deal.
Okay, here's a crazy idea, Kyle. Genuine thought, right? Give me, Switchy, and like all the other guys your account login. We'll just stream on your account.
I do
And
that.
we'll get it for you. Like I'll do a
like
stream
that
on Kyle's
idea.
account.
One day-
Switchy does a stream on Kyle's account. 1 day per streamer. We can do it.
Yeah, that would
That would
actually
work.
be sick. That would totally
Just
work.
give us your stream key.
I wanted to know also what people
put
would
it in
think. I mean, I don't think Kyle should because his name is too iconic as the SpankMeG18. But what if he were to rebrand his name and change his name to something else? Would that be too weird for everyone, or do you think it would?
100% would be too weird for everyone.
Too
It would
weird.
be too weird. The fact that I used to call you Mr. Spank, like way back in the day. I
That's
used to just
true.
call you.
We're saying just have him change his name to Godmod Kyle.
It'd be confusing
then-
for new people.
Yeah, I feel like
They'll
he's
learn.
built himself a legacy.
I know. I agree. I think it's too hard to change from it. But
It's like some people, like I've heard some people say that, like, why don't you just change your name to Ram? But I'm like, nah, Ram is easy. It's gotta stick. And also it's part of, like, the name actually means something. So like I can't just make it Ram. I know everyone likes calling me Ram, and I like being called Ram. I like it. It's a short, sweet name. But I'm gonna keep it Ram.
I'm gonna start calling you Amaziz.
Amazon.
Alright, go Swatchy. Yeah.
No.
Hey
Damn
man,
it,
you
Icon.
That's an Emily no from me. No.
go on.
No.
Actually, can we? I kind of want that on a
Don't up
soundboard. You know,
arrow.
Yeah, can I have a sound alert that says it's just Emily going,
No. Child play redeem. No.
Not go
love that.
itchy. Stop.
Can we? I want to know in a story.
ZB calls me Switchmaster. I told him I'm not the biggest fan of it. I don't fully vibe with it. Now he's just called me Go Itchy, and I'm like, no.
I
It's
should
even
ban
worse.
chat.
It's even worse.
Wait,
I
did
don't-
Kyle just?
Yeah, Kyle does.
Kyle.
Kyle does that all the time. What do you mean?
Please unban
Oh.
me.
I didn't do anything.
Lies. Oh, there we go. Oh,
He's
Squishy.
mad that I'm right.
No, don't agree with Icon.
Okay.
But anyways, I guess we
Yes.
can call it the end
Yeah,
of the Maple
it's been a
Kiwi.
great podcast.
Yeah.
I feel like the flow this time was just on point. I think we had really good flow this time. It was very good.
Sure.
2 hours. Well done.
Yeah, halfway through,
Enjoyed it.
halfway through, like even half an hour in, I was like, "Oh God, this is gonna be like it's." Like, I'm like, it feels like it's gonna start slowing down, but it didn't really. So I'm
No, we were doing
happy
well.
with
We
it.
were doing
Emily,
well.
you weren't too scared.
We got
Hush,
inputs here
yeah.
and there. We'll take it. We'll take it. It was good. It was really awesome having the two of you guys here. I know that
Having
it
Kyle
was
as a
ve-
guest and not a co-host
Yeah.
this time.
it was very last minute as well to just try and get you guys on here, and the fact that you guys said yes was just super nice. That was awesome to have you guys here.
Well, because I was joking with Emily because she's like, "Oh, the podcast is tomorrow, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why?" And she's like, "Oh, because I want to be there for it." I'm like, "Oh, you want to be there? You want to be on it?" I'm like, "I'll tell Ram right now." And then she's like,
Nice.
"No," but
No.
she's here.
Yeah,
It
it's
was
been
Emily,
awesome having
no,
you guys.
no.
When she heard I was on it, she was down.
Yeah. Well, I
Well-
convinced her. I was like, "Well," I'm like, "Would you?" And she's like, "Depends who the other person is." And I'm like, "It could just be us three." I'm like, "Or Kyle." I'm like, "I know Kyle would help you get on." So yeah. Yeah, Shy, the awkward goodbye.
Yeah.
Let's
I'm pissed
end.
at goodbyes.
Let's end the podcast here. Let's all just say goodbye and wave, I guess.
All right.
Bye.
Goodbye.
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 Bye bye.
Bye bye.